the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the TEC Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Crucial, apparel partner 656, and accessories partner Cosmic Byte. It's been a hell of a day today leading up to this point, to the 8 p.m. match. We had a interesting match up earlier today at 12 p.m. where EXO took on Seoul Esports, and well, that was a whole bunch of different kind
Yeah.
of things that we saw. A complete battering of EXO, a 2-0 win for them, as Seoul went down in a manner that we did not expect them to. But hey, that match has been done and dealt with. It's another story. For now, we've got two interesting teams coming up in front of us, two underdogs per se, but FS, I think, are slowly exiting that word underdog. They're exiting that title and trying to become a tier 1 team. Quaint, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about today's matchup?
Honestly, it's gonna be fun. You're right. They're kind of slowly coming out of the underdog term area, and they're up there. They're putting their effort in, and we've seen from the beginning them grow. Like they came to the entire esports scene, and they were like kind of figuring their stuff out. We saw a few players come in and a few players leave, but the majority of all the players in the team of FS, whether it was when they were under the tag of Fangs or whether it's under FS, they've got a lot to say for, and they're slowly getting up there. You're completely right, but on the other hand, we have Only Friends, and that is a team that I do not have a lot of information about, but considering the amount of waves they're making, I feel like they're going to be a considerable team, and this should be a really, really fun matchup.
Yeah, I think so as well. It definitely is going to be a matchup that we need to consider as something that could shape up the points table a little bit more, which we will see in a bit. But before that, let's have a look at the players who've been on top of their own table. The MVP standings coming up now, ladies and gentlemen, which is powered by Crucial. And there's no difference except for just one person. We see Shooter coming up here, which I really expected after watching the last match. Unfortunately, Exploit had to forfeit that one due to unfortunate internet issues. But Shooter's made his way into the top 4 now, and he looks raring to go. Deathmaker, well, he's gone leaps and heights and every distance counting meter beyond everybody. 182 kills, 117 deaths, 283 ACS. Whereas Paradox, he's got an ACS of 327. All 4 of these players are not going to be showing their skill today. But I mean, if they keep playing like this, I don't see anybody who's going to be,
Yep.
replacing them from here.
Exactly, and I feel like Ayan Q is also new to the entire MVP standings because if I'm not wrong, that place was previously held by Cactus, and Shooter and
Yeah.
Ayan Q have like currently come in, and honestly, this is deserve to be here. But I kind of low-key feel like Cactus is gonna be making a comeback because judging completely based off of the way he's been playing so far and the way he's played in the previous seasons, you saw the number of times he's made a comeback to the MVP standing. So I'm kind of hopeful for that.
Indeed, and he is going to be playing today, so he just slipped up a bit. Maybe he's on position number 5,
Yeah.
and let's see who's on position number 5 in the group standings, though, and in every other position, because I'm really concerned about where exactly Only Friends are right now. They are in the 6th position. They have 1 win and 1 loss. FSESPORTS, well, they gave Velocity a run for their money, and that's
Yep.
exactly why they're on the 2nd. They've got even 5 points thanks to the one map they picked up against Velocity. So FS is definitely improving every single day that they play, and they're having a pretty great time. Now, this is not going to change much if this is going to change a lot if FS win or if Only Friends win, because if Only Friends win, they're moving up to the 4th position. They're going to overtake Weird and Salt. But if FS win, they're going to go top of the table, and that's probably going to be their first time ever on top of the table after this stage of the tournament. So it's shaping up to be a pretty great table. There are some
Yep.
surprises, definitely. Reckoning Esports last season on top for pretty much every single week. This time, they're at the very bottom, joined by Sus Squad, who also have 2 points. I mean, what can you say about this Group A, Queen?
Honestly, Reckoning Esports, they had like a good thing going on, but I really think that they're kind of like getting confused a little bit here and there. Just roster change goes a long way, and considering Reckoning Esports and the number of time it changes, I'm not really sure what they're going to be doing about it, but I am still hopeful. But yeah, you're talking about FS Esports, right? Like 2-1 win, and judging based off the stats that we just saw in the group standings, I feel like this might be a clear win for FS Esports, but honestly, we kind of have to give a better introduction about them, don't we? So we're going to be cueing the curtain call, and we're going to be giving you exactly that. So ladies and gentlemen, FS Esports, considering of amazing players like B2, Cactus, Coley, and honestly, these guys are so good. Cortez and Dominic. Cactus, we were talking about, obviously, like, he really deserves to be on the MVP standings, and you're right, he might be on number 5, and he might very soon make a comeback, and it honestly depends upon who is going to be replacing. But this team in its entirety, they've had their turmoils, they've had their emotional turmoils, they've had their playstyle turmoils, but right now they're looking super strong.
Yeah, they are looking really, really great after their last match. They've had a pretty great start to the season, and it looks like they definitely will be having a much better one after and if they do beat the side of Only Friends, who, by the way, have got an interesting team themselves. But before we have a look at them, I want to see who's going to be in the player spotlight, which I think should be,
Yeah.
honestly, apart from Cactus, I think Dominic is somebody. Yeah, it is going to be Dominic. Dominic is a player that I saw, playing as soon as he landed into the server this season. He came out of nowhere and he absolutely impressed a lot of people with his, controller skills. The way he plays around, his aim is just as good, even though his stats don't give it away. He is an impact fragger and he knows when to perform to the best of his abilities. He's got a great sense of game control, how to control the pace of the game, how to help out his teammates. He plays the Astro really well. He's got his skill set, which is very not only letting his teammates go aggressively and setting himself up as well, but also his holding defensive line is just as good. And I really think that Dominic is going to be a player who's going to improve by leaps and bounds in the days and months to come.
Yeah, I completely agree. 79 kills and 85 deaths, that's not that bad, and the KD is still not up there, but I completely agree with you. I believe you more like, because I haven't seen this guy playing, and I'm raring to see him in action. I mean, if you're speaking that highly of him, I completely believe you. And on top of that, you know how much I love a really good Astro player, one who can support his entire team, and on top of that, frag away, that is the best player, and Dominic seems to be that way. But yeah, enough about FS Esports. We're going to be heading over to the intro for Only Friends. And honestly, with not that much of data, 1 win and 1 loss, you can't really infer a lot from them. But I still feel that 1-1 might change really soon.
Yeah, it probably could. It's just about them trying to make a difference in the way they play. Every one of these players are actually individually really, skilled. They've been chiseled into this team where you would expect them, as a bunch of young guns to come out of their shell and maybe find some success in terms of how they see the game in a different way from what the experienced players see. Maybe, have a vision where aggressiveness is their motto, which is, by the way, Only Friends are aggressive pretty much, I would say, at least 60-70% of the times. They're a team that love to play on the front foot. They love getting their batting stance to shake the bowler down, try and give them a little scare. And at the same time, when they're on their defense, they do a pretty good job of holding down defensive lines a little more, as a well unit as well. But it's a little unpredictable the way they play. I would say that they linger a lot more around Ascent. I think Ascent is a map that I'm pretty sure everybody's comfortable with, except for Velocity. But I think that Ascent is a map where these guys thrive, right? They have a great time in Ascent, especially on the defensive side. But yeah, let's see who's going to have a better time today, and hopefully it does as the player spotlight comes up. And as far as I think, I'm gonna go for 2 for 2. Is it Knives Jester? Yeah. Oh my.
Okay.
All right. I'm hitting. I'm hitting all the shots today. I think I should be on the server.
You should be on the server. Yeah. Man, I'm not really sure whether you have some inside info that I'm not really privy to, but man, your predictions are hitting shots today. So I'm gonna trust your prediction even when it comes to the later part of the entire thing where you know, give us your assumption as to who's going to be winning out. But Knife Jester, can we talk about this guy a little bit? And Only Friends is a name that you guys haven't heard of before, but Knife Jester, I'm pretty sure you guys have. Because this guy is coming in from other tactical shooters, and this guy's a god at what he does. I'm so happy to see him in Valorant. I cannot wait to see what he's going to be putting out on the field. 86 kills, 87 deaths. Not that bad of a statistic at all. And an ACS of 230. He deserves to be in this player spotlight. And anytime I see a Sentinel, or whether it's a controller, coming into the player spotlight, I truly believe that they deserve it, because the amount of impact that they have for their entire team, the way they put up their, you know, push blocking utilities, the way they go and they frag, they play along with their utilities. That is how Valorant is supposed to be played. Yes, you can play your duelists. Yes, you can play your initiators. But honestly, it comes down to the controllers and the Sentinels.
Yeah, indeed. You know, I think that this is going to be an interesting match. It definitely is going to be a match where we can expect to see a lot of tough competition. But I'm gonna see that I'm gonna see what exactly only friends have to throw on the table, because I'm gonna side on FS with this one. And considering the map pool, which is gonna be coming up right now as we look at the map video screen, I should see an Ascent there, and we will. It's gonna be picked by only friends, and FS are gonna have no problem with that whatsoever. They're gonna have a good time over there as well, especially them being on defense starting off the map. So I believe that this is something that we should consider as a FS map pool. Except for Split, I think the first two is something that I've seen FS play on multiple times, and I would say Ascent and Haven are both something that they would hold in their hands and say, "Yeah, I got it. I got good stuff on both my hands." It's not looking like a problem. I think the only place that Only Friends probably can make a difference would be Ascent itself, because I think that is their strongest map. I've not really had them play, and not seen them play Split or Bind. I have watched them play a couple of times, much lesser than Ascent, but if they don't win an Ascent, I don't see them winning the series out at all.
Honestly, I want to agree with you, but like you, I don't have a lot of data on Only Friends either. So, like you said, Ascent and Haven should be easy maps for FS Esports, but hear me out, what if Only Friends has a doozy on the map of Split, and they're way better on that? Because FS Esports, I know they're good on the map of Split, but I'm not sure about the consistency, and I haven't seen them playing Split a lot. They really prefer the bigger maps, the ones in which they can aggress more, the ones in which they can coordinate and aggress more, and aggression is their entire deal, right? But I'm not really sure about Only Friends, and I hope that they're going to be on their toes, because if it comes down to Split, then I'm not really sure who's going to be winning it out. It could be going to the favor of Only Friends, but I'm still going to be sticking with my prediction and yours that it's going to be FS Esports winning it out.
Yep, this map poll is definitely something that I'm pretty sure FSE Sports are gonna look at and be really happy with. It is a best of three where the first two maps are something that they can finish this off. But if it does go to Split, then I'm gonna have no clue as to who's gonna win this, what's gonna happen. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see though, because we're getting close to starting the match now, and it is gonna get a interesting one. Especially the fact I want to see how Only Friends are gonna tackle this attacking side, because on the attacking side of Ascent, I've seen Only Friends. The way they play around is they thrive a lot on mid control. Especially, I think on the pistol run, it's been multiple times that I've seen them. They aggress towards mid. They find avenues to try and rush in. There's always a Killjoy alarm bot or somebody else, holding up over there. So there's somebody who takes care of that from the side of FS. But these guys, they always have somebody on mid taking care of these rotations or finding a pick even to try and split them across into two halves. And aggression is always taking control over there. I think that's good, but I also think that kind of throws them off a bit, because they lose their manpower towards the other side of the attacks, A and B. So when they go towards there, they've got a lot more players to face off. Let's say there's two players who take control of mid, right? So on either side, they're going to keep players who just hold the pushes from the defense, which does not come in from FS, because FS are a lot more disciplined in terms of their gameplay. So there's no real map control taken apart from mid, but from mid, where do you go? Because the defense can actually handle themselves when they split across into two halves. Even though the rotations don't come, FS Esports have got players who can hold on by themselves onto the sites on Ascent, because, well, they're individually just as skilled. So I'm not quite sure if the mid control is going to be a good option for them. I think that they should be attacking sites a lot better in terms of their aggression.
Mhm.
I think that they should plan these split pushes instead of having to take mid control and then decide where to go.
Yeah.
That's not going to work out every other round. They need to keep that for special purposes when they know they can actually pull out or need a desperate round.
I completely agree with that. And FSE Sports, yeah, them being the aggressors mid control is exactly what they need. And I'm pretty sure that that's the exact style that they're gonna be going in for, and that's why I think the split is gonna be kind of a little bit of a nightmare for them because it does have a mid area, but then it's not that big. And FSE Sports thrives off of big, maps with a lot of real estate. And I'm not really sure about OnlyFriends, but I feel like the first two maps should be going to FSE Sports because the map picks have gone in their favor, in my opinion. And OnlyFriends picking the map of Ascent, I hope that they're going to be doing a lot on it. But anyway, we're going to be seeing that because the agent selection screen is up and running, and these guys are busy picking whatever characters they're going to be playing with. And I'm really curious to see what it is going to be because no idea. What do you think these two teams are going to be picking on the map of Ascent?
I think it's probably going to be the same what we see as
Usuals,
usual.
yeah.
It's going to be Killjoy, Jet, Sova, Sky, and a controller, which is probably going to be Astra.
Yeah.
I don't see anything different coming out of these teams unless there's a double duelist setup, maybe with a Reyna coming in, right? So, yeah, it's just I'm not seeing anything different here. But yeah, let's have a look at the agent selection, which is going to be coming in just a bit. As I have just got news that all the players have logged in, and we're going to be moving straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. I do not expect to see a different lineup than what we just stated. Okay, there it is. Arena, like I said, B2 is going to be going for the FS. Usually play around that double duelist setup where B2 or it is, it's usually B2 who goes for it. And
Yeah.
Cortez is going to stick with that. But a KO from Kev could be in the works. He's a player who does play KO, which I have forgotten, I believe. And I just got reminded of as soon as I saw that. If SP5 goes for that Euro, I am going to be ever so grateful to him for giving us entertainment.
There you go. Kev is going to be picking up the KO.
Go for
Not
it,
really
please.
sure about the Euro though, but yeah, I'm betting on that too. I really want that Euro to come.
Go. SP5, do it. Just lock it. Just lock it. Just lock it.
He's having
It's
second
alright.
thoughts. He's just leaving it as a troll for the audience. But
No second thoughts. No, don't. No thoughts at all.
Watch it change at the
It
very
probably
last
is.
seconds.
It probably is going to change. I'm pretty sure he's going to stick to Jet. There it is. Yeah, he's just. Come on, man. Somebody give me a Yoru to cast. I want to really see him teleport, and I want to say, "Whoa, look, he's gone with the shorty." Tens plays coming out. I mean, if you've watched, some of Tens' Yoru plays, inspiration pops out of nowhere. I really think that I would love to see a Yoru meta come in pretty soon.
Yeah.
If he gets a buff, maybe his
Honestly,
teleporter sound is not heard. It's like Yoru's teleporter. His passive ability is really cool if it's considered as a dash of a sort, like not exactly like Jet. Let's move on to the game though, as we're talking about this, ladies and gentlemen. That I think if you consider a Yoru, that teleporter, right? You throw it in towards the site. Let's say you're dashing in towards B main, okay? You want your Jet to dash towards that switchboard right there to close out the market door, right?
Yeah.
The Yoru can do that himself as well. Well, he just needs a teleporter. I mean, he throws it in. He knows exactly when to hit E. The only difference is he doesn't have a smoke to cover himself up. I think he's one of the most mobile agents there is in the game.
I feel like if you get a lot of support when you're playing a Yoru, it is going to be really underrated. It already is. I really love seeing Yoru plays and the amount of coordination you can put up with your team. Sadly, we're not going to be seeing this today. Instead, we're going to be seeing a lot of aggression coming in from OnlyFriends down mid, and this is exactly what we're talking about. But let's see who's going to be coming out on top, because clearly, OnlyFriends, they're landing the first shots. Garon gets the first on Cortez. Dominic right around the corner on A side to help his buddy out. Tries to get one, does manage to get one, but Kev is going to be getting the second. And right now, the rotates have to be coming in, but SP5, he's still around the corner, tries to get one shot, gets a good dink, but Echa is going to be finishing him off instead. 3v3 situation, Universe. The spike has been planted. All up to the retake at this point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Cactus is not playing today. We have Headshot in his place, and it looks like FS are not going to be feeling The problem as of now, Garang under heaven, full HP. He's gonna tap one hit, looking for another, but he's down to 13, and Beta takes him mad. It's gonna be 1 versus 1. Sorry, 2 versus 1. Make that 2 versus 0. The shock dart, even the edge of it, was more than enough for Kohli to take out the last man standing, Kev. You know, it's the same thing what I told earlier on, right? They pushed in towards mid. They took control all the way towards market. They were looking like they wanted to go B, but then they immediately changed their direction and went towards A.
Yeah.
This is what they do. They have mid control. They thrive on that. They really, really like it, and it sort of becomes uncomfortable for them sometimes if they don't have it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they move around with that. It was a good decision to go back towards A. I think that they did enough, but it was a little bit scuffed towards the end where they could not get those finishing kills, but it's okay. Still a round where they got the plan. Money is restored in the next round with a lot more than what they would expect. So 1-0, it is the side of only friends to try and make something work on this eco.
Okay, I feel bad for Kev. He really was trying to spam that nanoswarm out and the alarm bot, my bad.
Yeah.
But man, it just got him in the end, especially on the reload. Well, let's see. Looks to me like it's gonna be a bit of split control coming in from Only Friends and B2. Man, if you've ever seen this guy playing a Reyna on, especially in the map of Ascent, it's amazing. But look at this. SP5 is gonna be picking up the first kill, but B2 is gonna trade him out instantly. Man, honestly, sometimes I feel like it's a one-man show from B2 when it's Ascent and Reyna. And in a few moments, if he has Leers, you're going to see those popping out. But no, he's just going to be relying on his aim. He knows that the economy is not there in the hands of Only Friends. He's waiting for somebody to push in. Cruiser God looking at the corners. B2 picks up the first one. He's looking to get the second. The dismiss comes in at the right time. Goes out. Gets the second through a wall, man. Gets the third and picks up a 4K. Man, honestly, I know it's an eco round, but I really have to tell you. Sometimes B2... on that Reyna on Ascent, like, it's really a one-man show.
Yeah, I have to agree. B2 has really been a, you know, I want to say he's almost like a Viking for his team. Like, he's not afraid of fights. He puts on his armor, and he just goes in straight for these fights, one-on-one, one-on-two. He takes them, he wins at least one of those duels, and he gets right back. Even if he doesn't, he's made sure that at least it's a 4v4. And right now, FS have the advantage of having 2 rounds in their bag. They're looking for some bait and switch plays. Kev is just going to spray down Cortez through the smoke. And he's looking for more towards mid. Immediate man disadvantage is going to cost him a little bit of trouble, FS. But they're still okay with this. They're setting up in the right directions. And look at this beautiful crossfire face-off between 2 teams. And it's going to be FS to come out on top of both of those duels. They know that there's 2 players towards mid, and Kev, well, he's trying to spray them down, but they're not going to give up this control because now they have the man advantage in literally a second established. SP5 to pull it back to a 3v3. Still a little bit uncertain because look, again, they're towards mid. They're hesitant to go towards B. They want to, but they're hesitant. They're waiting for a player to come on towards that main position, which is Cruiser God, but he's going to get absolutely taken down. Deleted from the server, and it's left to just Kev and his teammate SP5. Kev takes a bullet to the head, and all he needs is now a bullet to the body, even if it's through a wall. And Kohli's done more than enough for his team. And B2 comes in from the backlines and going to be clearing up the last player. What a round from FS.
Man, I swear, FS and their control sometimes is so beautiful. And especially when you have 2 players putting up a crossfire and when you have that kill feed pop in and it's not a trade, but it's 2 instantaneous kills from the same team. It is so satisfying. Don't know what's there about it, but it's so satisfying.
I have to agree. It's really great. Simultaneously, you just see 2 heads pop right next to each other, and with the same weapon, with the same way they swang. They literally did the same thing. It was like, you know,
pop.
It was really nice.
Exactly, that's why I love FS. But look at this, Kohli has picked up his Odin yet again. And he's going to be putting up the recon dart to get a little bit of information, but he's not going to be finding any heads or any bodies today. He's just waiting for the pushes to come in, and the amount of control FS likes to take over the mid area is just amazing. Headshot, he's decided to be aggressive, pushes in, gets 1 kill, gets a second, falls back at the right time. He's looking to get the second, gets the second with a beautiful tap, and look at the bullets of his gun!
He just fired 2-2. He just fired 2-2-2. That's it.
Oh my god.
It's like pew 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 pew, and that's it.
I mean,
3 heads.
I guess that's why he calls himself Headshot, because this guy's not gonna miss. Dude comes out and literally wipes out the entire team with 1 magazine.
I would love for him to change his name to Pew Pew.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm not gonna dignify that with a
that would
response.
really be amazing. Like imagine you're casting and you're just like, all right, now Pew Pew in a 1v2. He's
Oh
looking for
no,
his own
I'm cringing.
kills. He's just gonna have to Pew Pew some heads and Pew Pew we go again.
I'm cringing, man. You had to come up with that joke, but I
Look at this
hope
push. Look at this.
the aggression.
Oh my
the
god,
raw aggression.
the mid push is insane and they're taking control. Although they've been heard, this is an A push coming in from the side of Only Friends. They've got a backstab and they have covered it as well. SB5 and Cruiser God find 2 kills and it's left to just B2 and Edgeshot, one of whom has already been taken out. And oh my god, Edgeshot comes in time. He takes out everybody and now it's a 1v1 all of a sudden. And that happened. Oh, he's surviving. No way he wins this. No. How is SB5 missing all these shots? 10 HP versus 4. It's gonna be 4 to win it. Oh my god, no.
That's
That
a
was
curse right there.
that was almost a massacre.
What is up with Edgeshot? This guy's on his A game right now. His predictions. I mean, honestly, the way that he went in and he expected, you know, a player to be exactly right there and predict that shot, it was beautiful. But towards the end, I guess both of them had like a bad time. But SB5, even on the 4 HP, pulled out his Phantom and just deleted.
Let's not talk about SB5. I think he was on 10 HP. He
Yeah,
didn't
what's
let
up with
one
him?
bullet.
Man.
We're all. I mean, sometimes you just can't control the Phantom. It's it's a gun that you fire towards the head and it hits the sky. So
Exactly. I completely agree, and especially removing the
Oh, call it!
That's
He's
one kill. Easy
my
peasy.
favorite.
Man, I love that play. I love that strategy, but here comes B2. He wants some of the action. Oh, he's still going with that Odin spam. SB5.
Oh, he's probably gonna get
What?
another.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
This
there
is
it is.
insane. Okay, he's
I
gonna
love
finish
it.
it out. Coley, it's always Coley. He picks up that Sova, comes in. I mean, he used to play a lot of Astra before, but when I see him play that Sova in Ascent, I know he's gonna be pulling out that, you know, Odin. I know he's gonna be pulling out that Recon Dart. I know he's gonna be spraying some people down and getting some heads, but they're going around having some fun. They got a lot of information.
Coley.
That's a really good bait, I'll give you that, but man, that's just kind of in your face, dude.
He's jumping around. He's interesting fella, Coley. He's having
one
fun.
word.
Clearly, he's having a lot of fun.
That's one
Odin.
word for it.
Yeah.
Man.
5-1, Quaint. FS have a really great start, and I know I told us earlier that the defensive side of OnlyFriends is really good on the set, but if they have nothing to work on the defensive side, what's it gonna spell out for them?
Exactly. I don't think it's going to be spelling out anything nice. I think it's going to be trouble, but look at this. Cortez picks up a pretty aggressive spot, gets the first kill, looking for the second, but little does he know that
no.
a chip's coming. He
Wait,
tries his-
what?
What is the kill feed?
He died to fall damage.
What is the kill feed right now? What is this?
5. No, that is so unfortunate. He went to try and kill Cortez, but he was in the air and he let go of his drift. And he was so damn low that he fell straight to his death.
Ouch. That's
That
not
is
one way
that's
you wanna be going
not
down.
something that you see every day.
And that's also not something that they would probably wanting showing up in their kill feed, is it? I feel
Yeah.
bad for him. Honestly, at this point, considering the amount of damage that had been done to him by B2, I'm just happy that it didn't show like a self-kill. Like if that happens, I don't even know what to say, but lucky for him it didn't happen right now. But I'm hoping to see something better because they're going in for an A push yet again. I feel like they're getting a bit too comfortable with A and FS. They're just catching on to that. They're coming with the really flanky plays, especially Coley, who gets impatient down B main and he's like, you know what, I'm going to be going in for the flank. I think it's going to be coming in, but B2 has popped his ultimate. Gets one kill, gets a spray down, gets bullet, and just lives until the tail comes out clean. Nobody checks that corner, nobody closes the door. Not sure what the coordination is over here. Dominic picks up a kill. Cruiser God, he's doing his work, he's putting up the effort, he's taking 2 kills, but it's going to be a 1v3 final stand right now. Lyra has come in, Vision has been blocked a little bit, his shock charge is going to be going out to clear the corners, but it's not going to be enough because B2 has popped his ultimate and is going to be spraying him right down. Man, B2 coming out and taking down 2 players in one spray. That Astro Star, first of all, that gravity wall was just beautifully placed. Let's just...
Exactly, and that shows you the fact that Dominic, even though he's not really a fragger per se, he is a utility man, and this is exactly what I was talking about. He is so good with the way he plays. His team coordination is top notch.
Yeah.
I really want to listen into their comms and know how exactly to communicate, because that's pretty great. I mean, not
man,
now, obviously not.
True, but then you remember what I told you about it being a one-man show for B2?
Look at this! Look at
There
this
you go,
guy!
there you go.
Look at this guy!
Kohli and B2, the ultimate duo down B main, B2 getting the headshots and Kohli getting the spray down. Headshot is going to be picking up a kill, easy peasy over here. Cruiser God's gone down. Garang is the last player remaining, but he can't really do much, or maybe he can. Do with the Sheriff. Gets one shot, one headshot on headshot, but B2 is going to be coming out from around the corner and take him down. But can we just look at B2's kills right now? Like, it's just that good. I think he's on a 16-1 KD, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, whatever his KD is, he's looking to make it further on more and more. He's well, he's having a game, and I think it's just I mean, at this point it's just his world, and we're all just living in it. You know, looking like prime 10s at this point. B2. Cortez playing inside the smoke. Oh, victim of, oh my god, those bullets are just going right next to his neck. That could pierce through his face and give him a breather to just sit down on the ground, but it looks like he's gonna survive, and he dashes away, misses the first shot, but it's not gonna miss the second. Garang and Co have made it to a 3v3, but where do they go from here? Yet again, they've taken mid control. But what do you do after? Because they know you're going to take it. They know this. Look at that crossfire. Kohli comes in, and he was anyway going to die, Kev, from either side. He just died from one end, and that had to be the Odin. Of course it had to be the Odin. And it's going to be another kill from the Odin, isn't it? Yeah, of course it's going to be another kill from the Odin. Is it going to be a third from the Odin? Give it. Kohli, just go on. Go on. Just do it.
He's trying to eke out Cruiser God at this point. He knows that Spike Plant.
I would really be happy if Kohli died right now. Cruiser, please kill him. Okay, no, he's not going to.
Cortez, he's gonna be coming out of the corner and just take him right down. Kohli, he's gonna be able to live for this round and flex his knife, flex his melee a little bit more. Well, Kohli, he's not gonna stop that Odin spam. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be keeping that till the very end, till the last round of the first half comes into play. And honestly, why shouldn't he? The way he plays with that Odin is just amazing. I know it's a really default strategy, but falling prey to it, falling as a
so many times.
Yeah, it's not. That's not. You gotta correct that. That's not nice.
Yeah. Now look at this. Even though I told that these guys thrive on mid control and they should probably concentrate more towards the other sides, FS are so good that there's nothing these guys are able to do. Now they're moving in all towards B. All the forces have been put in over here. They're huddled up. They want to go in for an all-out push. It's just gonna be a assault that's gonna be coming in. Headshot almost tagging a couple of players. He's gonna be spotted out, and he's looking for damage, but he's gonna eat instead as well. FS holding down their alliance for as long as they can. Want to keep it even, but Kev is gonna be the first point of contact. Takes down one, and he's gonna go down immediately himself. Cortez takes him out, and here comes Kohli on the backstab. How often do you see a backstab with an Odin?
Well, not every day, I'll give you that. And Kohli is being cheeky on the field right now, and I'm loving it. Gives us so much more content to work with. Kohli's literally our man right now, but here comes a retake. The gravity, well, I mean, the Cosmic Divide has come into play. B2 knows exactly where he is, but he cannot push that. But that is just too close for him. He has no idea where he is.
Oh my god.
Okay,
No,
he's
what?
pushing it anyway and
Get out of here.
Okay.
Get out of here. No. That retake should not have happened.
Can you believe the number of times B2 went back just because he wasn't sure of that push and he was waiting it out for his
No,
other
he
teammates?
knew exactly that somebody was there. He knew it.
Yeah, no, but the problem was he can't push in and line the bullets. He doesn't know where the bullets are going to start being effective after that wall. And he was just trying to figure it out. He was trying to figure out where the headshot is going to be, and he waited for that right moment to get Knife confused because of the other two players to push in and get those kills. And in a matter of a few seconds, look at this. FS just pick up the other two kills. The coordination and the sync with which these guys are getting kills on the kill feed is just so good. There, look at me, 18-2. What is that KD?
At this point, I don't even want to say anything. I think even me talking about him is almost like a disrespect, because he's like a he's like a pristine gem that we just cannot touch.
Well,
He's
maybe.
crazy.
Maybe.
18-2, 14-3 for Kohli with that Odin. He's just spamming down. Okay, here's a few more. Yeah, go on, give him another 2 kills. Why don't you do that? He's tagged down 2. He's taken them down less than a half HP. And even though SB5 is going to find probably some success over here, which I should hope that he does, he's got Dominic just holding him down with smoke after smoke after smoke.
Oh, wow. And then comes the shock dart. Gets him a little bit. 85, that's not that bad of a shock dart. Here comes the gravity well just to further slow down the push. Pretty sure he's going to be putting up a few more Astral Stars, but Coley, he wants these kills. He has Odin, he has it burned up. And he's going to be pushing out at any moment, or is just going to be waiting there? That is the wiser choice, but I was really hoping Coley, you know, just jumping out of that smoke and getting a few kills. But no, FS is not about that anymore. They're just waiting for that push to come in, and nobody's even going to be pushing in. They're just so scared. Because once FS comes out of the fray, they're going to be shooting to kill. Cortez gets dragged in a little bit, and that's going to give them a little bit of confidence, but little do they know that the site is still occupied, and FS is going to be an entire domination. But still, I love how only friends they managed to survive. They get a few kills in the 2v2, but okay. Headshot, sure, yes. Comes in out of the fray, gets a kill for himself. The defuse is gonna be stuck. Half defuse is coming.
Oh my god,
another smoke is coming.
No!
This is gonna go out of this whole situation. And he managed to get one more kill before he goes down. What is this team?
I just, you know the thing I love the most? Headshot just turning around. He's just going ringa ringa roses to go and stick that defuse. I love that. I love this. It's just, no, I love it when there's this form of etiquette, not etiquette. It's just like more. They know that there's something stupid that works, and they will make it work, no matter how stupid.
Ye old strategy. That's what I'm gonna call it. Cause
yeah, just look down and gyroscope your hell out of your mouse, like, you know.
All y'all, please do that. Just put smokes in yourself and gyroscope. That works every time.
Not in yourself, Quaint. You don't put smokes in yourself.
I mean, on yourself.
That's not healthy. That's not healthy. That's not healthy.
Okay, fine. A little bit of a commercial over here. Sure. Well, let's see. It's 11-1 already, Universe, and I feel like FS are looking to take up that 12th score on the scorecards, and after that, it's going to be all a downward hill slope from the side of Only Friends, because I hope that you're right. I hope that their defensive side is good, but no, Cortez is going to be coming into that Ultragear with the help of his buddy over there and getting a beautiful distracted kill. Amazing stuff so far. Got in 1 kill, and they're not over aggressing like Only Friends would. And I'm loving this. This is like a completely different FS, and it's been so long since they've like gone away from their usual base, and they're managing to get their shots. B2 is going to be going down to Night Jester, but that's not that much of a problem because more off control has been taken over B side. It's a 3v4 situation. Not that bad of a place to be in. Cortez is going to be going in for that plan, but the rest of FS are still around the corner waiting for people to come in. But why would he not clear that corner? But I guess it's not going to happen. And Dominic! Oh, dinks the 4-2! That's amazing. Gets an amazing 3K. Oh my god! With 1 HP! What? Pick up that sheriff. You deserve it. Yeah, please keep it for the rest of the game. Don't pick up Vandal. That's all you need. Please.
No, just no.
Give me a look at this. Just appreciate this, Universe. Gets 1 kill. Beautiful tap. Gets a 2nd kill. Gets a third. Goes in for the 4th with a right click. He just was doing a Hail Mary with the right clicks. Gets tagged down to 1 HP. And I love how Dominic knows exactly where Gorong is. I mean, Gorong did too, but man, with that 100 HP, you really should have been winning out that duel. But I love this. Out of nowhere, Dominic comes in, gets his 3K, picks up a ghost, and finishes his deal.
This is the epitome of playing classic in Valorant. And I think this should be the end unless SB5 has something to say about it. They have forced into it. But Coley comes up and he takes Kev out. And that Recon's gonna give away not too much. As FS, they're trying to force the issue. They want to finish this off as soon as possible. A 13-1 victory on the cards here, ladies and gentlemen. They know where SB5 is. He's gonna get pulled. He's gonna get sucked into that gravity hole. And he's gonna get spammed down. And it's just about a matter of time at this point. Cortez, the minute he finds the first kill, he's gonna dash straight into that site to find SB5's head. There are bullets going back and forth, but they're held back for now, FS, and they're gonna retreat. They're gonna give them the respect, saying, all right, you guys are on A side, we're not gonna enter yet. But look at this, they go back. They go immediately back.
Oh, okay, look at the big brain plays coming out right now. Cruiser honestly missed a couple of shots he shouldn't have. Those are really crucial shots, but it's okay. SP5 is still around the corner waiting for that push to come in. Tree room is still occupied, but here comes a piece of information that they needed. The recon darts here. Cortez is going to be going in. The information has to be given out. SP5 has given out the information, but Cruiser, you cannot be missing another shot, but he's going to be missing another shot. It's going to be taken down, but there's an instant trade coming out right now. Kohli has picked up the spike cast, going for that land. Cortez right in the corner to help him out. Gets the kill. He's good to go. And Garang, 25 HP. There's nothing he can do. It's going to be a 13-1 universe. It's so close.
It's over. It's over.
I mean, but no, Garang still has something to say. He gets one kill. Doesn't have the gun, but he's going to be taking it out.
Cortez, why?
What?
Why, Cortez? Why would you peek? Why? I know you know that he's low, but you are also low. Why would you
25 HP clutch and a phantom to spare? Oh,
I really don't know why he would peek that. I just do not understand. He could have just waited, played under heaven, played for time, let Garang do whatever he wants to, overthink it by a mile, by 100 miles, and then come into the site, expecting where he could see his opponent. But Cortez, you would have had a brilliant 13-1 victory if you had just stayed put.
But hear me out. I feel like it was Cortez being a little too impatient. It was like, should I go in for that jump? He considered it a few times, overthought it, and then finally went in for it, but he shouldn't have. Look at the crosshair placement on Cruiser God though. Like, this is exactly what FS is so high up there right now. And right now, considering the guns that only friends have, I feel like it should be an easier task for them, unless insane headshots are going to be popped. Night Jester is going to be good for the second one. Gets B2 out and down for the count, but no, here comes the retaliation. But that Frenzy, that's not a long range gun, my guy. It's not going to be able to do you much. Dominic, he's left out. He's trying to get a few pot shots. He's trying to get a few kills, but no. He's just giving up at this point. But it's okay to give up, man. Like, considering how you're the only one left and everybody's closing in on you, he's just waiting for somebody to come up on top. Just killing. He just doesn't want to be killed from up top. But that's the thing, right? That would have been a done deal. It would have been a 13-1, but no, instead of that, it's going to be a 12-3. But I'm pretty sure it's no big deal for FS. They're going to be coming in with a beautiful push yet again. And only friends, they have to be careful because at this point, they cannot split up. I mean, a comeback is possible, but it's kind of a tall order. And I feel like you cursed it a little bit. I love how you were like, it's a done deal. The moment he said that, Cortez is like, no, boing, I'm going to jump up.
I mean, I love to be proved wrong in matches like this. If there's a comeback that comes in right now, I will not be disappointed at all. But Cortez... He's gonna prove me wrong instead. Kev absolutely demolished towards that A short. He peeked on all by his lonesome, which by the way is a big problem. You never go there alone. Never. Especially without even he didn't even flash out. And that's obviously something that you should consider. And now SB5 holding down this angle right here as Cortez dashes straight in. Look at this man! Unafraid, but SB5 and Cruiser got both fine kills. That's going to put FS in a tight spot. They can't pick up the spike, that's for sure. They're in a 3v4 where the Astra on both teams have got a Cosmic Divide available. It's about trying to make it work differently. How are you going to prove that she can finish this off earlier than they would have expected? FS, it's up to you to show us that. Prove to us that it's not going to go further than 12-3 because it's going to end up 13-5 maybe at this point, or 13-7. Who knows what scoreline is going to come up. B2 takes out one. Garang comes in for a double man spray down, but only good for one. Dominic takes him out. 2 versus 2, still doable, still working for the side of FS. The plan goes down. There's an operator on the retake, which I don't think is palpable. But here it comes. They're looking to see the pushes to come in from the Astral Divide. But the spike's going to be planted, and there it is. Retake coming in. He dashes right into it, and it's done just like that. SB5, he dashed a little too quickly, and he gave up his life. I don't really understand that dash towards the end, but just look at this, all right? He comes into this. Cruiserguard's waiting for him, okay? They huddle up here, and then he throws in that smoke, and it's at a height, and he knows when he steps down, his feet are going to be seen. So I didn't understand that as much. Maybe it was a bait setup for Cruiserguard to come and find the kills, but you should know that there's 2 players on the other side as well. But yeah, it is amazing the way this has happened. A beautiful, beautiful ending to the game as well. As we head into the match highlights, ladies and gentlemen. And the one thing about this match has been the fact that FS have been an absolute powerhouse. Unfortunately, I think Quain's lost his face. That's probably because he didn't want to see his face right now. But yeah, I mean, we're just gonna go into the match highlights to see how exactly it all turned out. FS, I mean, the domination they showed, the way they played around their, defensive setups, 11-1 half as a statement that I don't think anybody, could have made against Only Friends. I mean, maybe somebody could have, but I just don't think they were on their game today. They were just not at their best. And FS, they took so much advantage of that. They just ridiculed them absolutely crazy. Rounds like these, where it should have been SB5 to finish it off much earlier than the amount of damage he took. And, well, it just went back and forth in just that one initial first stage where Only Friends got around. But after that, it was the FS show. This is not a match highlight. This is an FS Esports highlight.
This is an FSE for esports highlights, and man, I missed the last round. I really wish that I hadn't, but more than that, I want to add on to that. More than it being an FS show, which it clearly was, and we all had amazing plays. Like, look at Dominic over here just popping off, gets a kill, gets a second, gets a third, and he's just not stopping, goes in for the fourth, and gets a dink, pulls off a ghost, and he's just going to be going in and deleting him right there.
This is what I was talking about, impact frags. Dominic, not really a fragger, but when it comes to play, he plays.
True. And this is your disappointment round where you were like, yeah, it's probably going to be a done deal, but no, Cortez decides to jump up. But yes, I'm honestly looking forward to seeing the last round because my network just effed out in the middle, and man, I missed out on that. I'm pretty sure FS ended it in a great way, but did Only Friends put up a fight?
Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is what I was talking about. It was a try to bait setup for from SB5, but unfortunately, it's something that wasn't thought out through completely, and it was ending on that note. FSESPORTS, they have pulled out a convincingly dominating victory with almost no retaliation apart from the 3 rounds that came. Honestly, I would say by technicality at this point. It was just one round where Goran clustered out with 25 HP, which was really good, but the other 2 rounds, well, it was getting a little difficult for them even to pull those out. They had a lot of struggling, and I really hope Only Friends just throw this out of their minds. Like, forget it. Don't even consider this as a BO3, right? Consider this as a 2-map series where you just have to win the first one, which is the next one. Consider this the first one. Throw it out of the window. Do not think about what just happened. Think about what's going to happen, because next up, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Haven, and that is the pick of FS, which, by the way, is another one of their, well, I want to say, prettiest maps. They look beautiful on it, and we're gonna have a small little wait before that comes up. Me and Quinn, we're gonna take a short break. We're gonna roll along to get our Red Bulls as you should too. As soon as that QR code pops up, scan it, get what you need to get that energy, and that is the Red Bull. And we're gonna be back in just a few. And you are watching the LG Ultragear presents the TEC Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Crucial, a power partner 656, and our accessories partner Cosmic Byte. We're gonna be back in just a bit to find out whether or not Effers are gonna 2-0 this, or is Garing and Gang going to take us to map number 3?
From the legends of memory and storage, Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products, precision engineered for speed and stability. Crucial Ballistics.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear presents TEC Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Crucial, apparel partner 656, and accessories partner Cosmic Bite. It has been a pretty quick series, at least, of the first map in this, as the side of FSESPORTS, well, a short story, long story short, it's 13-3, and they absolutely dominated OnlyFriends on the map that was picked by them. So I have no idea how OnlyFriends are going to come back from this. I really hope they do. I told earlier as well that they just need to forget that this map of Accent ever happened. Just, delete it off of your history as well. Hide match history if they could do that. Just not see it, because that's exactly where you're going to lose your mind.
Honestly,
Come to Haven with a fresh mindset. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do expect this to be another FS pounding unless there is something for the side of OnlyFriends to say. Yeah, because I do believe that this team has potential. I don't know what it is. Maybe that they're missing the link that HVS used to have with the team. He's not here. He's not playing. SB5 has stepped in for him, and he's been pretty good, to be honest. He's been a great jet player for them. But I think HVS has that kind of a connect with the team that I think would have probably prevented a loss like 13-3 to happen.
Man, I completely agree with that. And honestly, I know you're saying that it's a long story that is being made short, but it was kind of short, so you can see the 13-3. But the agent selection screen is up, and I really want to see what these guys are going to be picking for the map of Haven, because I'm mostly sure about what FS is going to be picking up. They're going to be going with their default picks, but look at this. SB5, he's picked up a Sova, and Cruiser God instead is going to be filling the shoes of Jet. Garang is going to be going in with a Sage, or not, maybe. But Kev and Knife Jester, they still have to play around with their own utilities. And Knife Jester is going to be locking in the Cypher. And B2, okay, B2 has picked up a Cypher. Honestly, this is going to be super fun because B2 playing that Cypher is really, really good. And honestly, you guys will agree once we load into the map. Because, yeah, he's amazing on that Reyna, but once he starts playing that Cypher, you know exactly how he's going to be playing. He's going to be playing super supportive, and he's going to be helping his teammates out at every possible moment. And Dominic, man, he's going to be filling up the role of the duelist. So let's just see how it's going to be panning out for them. But this is FS's default lineup for the map of Haven, and I have complete faith in them.
I think that their double duelist setup is pretty great. Phoenix is a really, really underrated duelist. I think, he is somebody that I believe should be among the top ranks. It's usually they just, stretch between the three, which is Raze, Reyna, and Jet. Phoenix is played a bit, not as much. I think his pick rate is really low.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't even want to compare him to Euro, because Euro's, well, 0. So I really wish we would see a lot more of Phoenix and Yoru. I think that combination would be crazy,
Yeah.
Phoenix and Yoru would be a crazy duelist combination.
Maybe you should try it. Yeah, like, can you imagine like multiple flashes coming out, but they're all bouncing off and they're not the usual Reyna flashes? And you're like, oh. I mean, yes,
okay,
guys up there.
There's two duelists going towards the attacking side of A on Haven. Okay, Yoru comes from A long, he flashes. Phoenix comes from short, he flashes. Then Yoru flashes again. Then Phoenix flashes again. And then to top it all off, if we have a Sky, she's also gonna flash. And if we have a double initiator, also there's a Breach, so that's also another flash. And to top it all off, let's say we have an Omen, and even he flashes.
Oh so, boy, that's gonna be a disaster.
I have a problem.
Yeah. Well, what is it? With
Nothing.
The flashes,
I have a problem.
Yeah, but
let's
anyway,
go
we're
into the
going to be
game.
jumping, straight into the game to see what's going to be happening and how many of those flashes that we were talking about are going to be coming into play. Pretty sure it's not going to be a lot because we don't have a lot of flashers. We have just enough. We have a Phoenix and we have a Reyna. Let's see who's going to be being blinded first. But yeah, you're completely right. If there are a lot of flashers on a particular team, it's going to be a nightmare because not only are the opponents not going to be able to see, we're going to be seeing a ton of white. But look at this FS on the defensive side of things. They're going for the aggressive stance, as is customary, but let's see if they're going to be able to pull it out. Dominic, he's being super confident. He's picked up a Sheriff, but he's not going to be able to get that kill.
Oh, no way.
Kill, but no. Okay, Dash is going to be coming in. The smoke comes at the right time, but it's not going to be enough to save Cortez. Kev has picked up yet another kill, and they've got caught proper entry to the side of C. And right now, I feel like if C side is something that they're comfortable with, they're going to be going in for that every time. Now it's up to B2 and Coley to come in with that retake, to come in with that clutch. They don't have anything to lose. They just have to time it properly. They might be able to get a few heads. And once you get a few heads at least, you can be going victorious. But here comes the Astro Smokes, and I don't think it's going to be a possible thing for FS. FS, they're just trying to look for exit frags at this point.
Yeah, well, They are looking in the right direction. Goran can be spammed down to 0, and he will. B2 finds him through the smoke. So that's one at least. Kev goes down himself through the smoke. Takes B2 down himself through the smoke. As Cruiser is going to take the last man standing, and FS have lost their first pistol. And now I want to consider if they win on the back of this, you know, FS can choose to force in, but this would immediately be a better first half for the side of Only Friends than it was in the first half of Ascent. So
True.
that's a good start, at least there. 2 rounds better than 1 indeed.
I mean, I completely agree, because 13-1 on the previous map was not a pretty picture for them. And here they're putting the first round to begin with, so yeah, the better economy for the second round might work out in their favor, but I've seen FS going in for that aggressive stance many times on Haven, but just when you think that they're going to be aggressive all game, they instantly switch it up, and it pays off for them. So we may never know. FS might start becoming super passive yet again. Look at this. They're giving away total control over the side of C because they wanted to go for their retake, and a few flanks are going to be coming in from the side of FS as well. Chad, he's just having a happy moment right now. Like, throughout the entire day, he's been having a happy moment, and he's feeling it. Honestly, I love that he's feeling it, but let's see if he's going to be feeling the character as much. Trapwire right there, trying to give out location, but they're going to be waiting it out. Coley's going to be spotted out and being taken down by Not Jester. Headshot is not going to be coming with that trade. He knows the classic is not going to be powerful enough. He's just going to be waiting it out, because that Trapwire is going to be really detrimental for him. They're just waiting it out at this point, waiting for any pushes, and once they go in for that C push, it's going to be all cards dealt onto the table, and they have to go in for that proper push.
Cortez, he's just looking to die from the spike maybe, as they run right out, and he's looking for a kill. He's not going to get it. The pellets a little too far from the shorty to make an impact, but it's all right. It's still an eco, and they're going to be okay with it as the first buy comes in now for FS. And Haven's where they beat Velocity, by the way. Just to remind you guys, if they can beat Velocity here, they can take on pretty much any team. So on their best day, FS, well, they look like just how they looked on Ascent. And this is looking like a really, really good day for them. Now the full buy has come in against Spectres and a Bucky. I want to know how exactly this is going to turn out, because this looks like an FS run, unless the side of Only Friends decide to rush straight into B and find a good plant, and then post-plant immediate situation within the first 20 seconds.
Yeah, it looks to me like that's exactly what they're going to be doing, but the Astral Smokes are right there. The Astral Gravity Well is right there to stop them, or at least slow them down a little bit. And FS, being the flank happy team they're going to be coming in with the flank, and they know that a B take is going to be coming down, just flanking them and pincering them at this point. Kev is facing certain extinction, tries to go in for that first kill, but no, Cortez is going to be backing up amazingly and getting that kill. Good crossfire setup there. Now the retake scenario has to be coming in. Spike plant has gone down. Cruiser God is still going to be playing around that garage area. He spotted out. I mean, that tripwire gives out a lot of location information. And Dominic flashed amazingly, gets the first kill, looks for the second, gets the second. B2 on the other hand, going to be getting a kill on Cruiser God. And just like that, it's going to be a wipeout by FS. A flawless round on a round that they did have their guns, and it was a bonus for the side of Only Friends, but a beautifully executed round of that. And this sort of play is exactly what Only Friends should be looking out for.
Indeed. Now, what do you have in store for us, Only Friends? How can you make a difference?
An operator, that's what they have in store for us.
Yeah, and it is in the hands of Cruiser God, and he is looking to make a difference from it. It looks like it's going to be towards C. This could change things a little bit, considering the fact that there's a drone helping him out as well. Cortez pushes up, spots out one player, gets a few warning shots towards himself, but he's not afraid of taking this fight. He goes in for it. He's got Dominic to his support, and Dominic is going to take him out pretty easy. Kev got baited in by Cortez, and that's all they needed. An early pick goes their way, and the duelists have done their job, and they immediately run back to defend other sides of the map, as the side of Only Friends have actually huddled up towards A. They are walking in. Looks like it is going to be an ambush towards the side where there is a rotation coming in as well. B2's made his way here. This is turning out to be a little bit more interesting.
It is indeed, and it all depends upon how they're going to be executing this, how Only Friends are going to be executing this, but looks to me like FS, they've got the entirety of A side locked down. Coley is right around the corner, and Dominic is here too. Okay, it's Dominic and 2 other players. But let's see who's going to be getting the first shots. Cruiser God takes a pot shot with a judge, but that's not going to be with a shorty on top of that, but it's not going to be enough. It's way too far away. They just needed the information. They get the information, they're going to be hightailing it down towards mid or C. It looks to me like it's going to be a C push. A lot of information has been already given out, but if this corner is not cleared out, Holy could be doing a lot of damage. Gets the first kill, looking for the second. The operator is going to be down, but the information has been given out. The backup has to be coming in from the side of FS, and yeah, like you said, there is no time. And if only Edshot can push them back enough, and okay, he's going to be doing way more than that. Gets 2 kills. Knife Jester is already low, comes out, gets 2 kills. What? Okay, he doesn't have time, but that was a beautiful 2K. Looking for that third, tries to get it, but no. The Cypher takes down the Cypher, and B2 is going to be shutting Knife Jester down. 2-2 on the scorecards, and FS, they seem to be in the driver's seat. In spite of the amount of time that OnlyFriends are taking to figure out the entire map and where FS are located, but it's not going to be enough. FS is coming out on top every time.
Yeah, so far it's looked like they're playing by the feel of the game. They don't really know what's happening on the side of FS. They can't read anything. They're just trying to find avenues where they can work. They're sending out this drone. You know, with the operator, they're like, okay, let's see if we can find a pick. Let's see if there's some other thing we can do. But the strategy is turning out to be a little one-dimensional at this point. That double peek was good, though. But even then, Kev found a opening in that defense. It's going to take out one. It's another. Now he has a drone coming his way. And so it has on the other side in Garage, though, as FS, they lost a bit of control. And they're going to lose a player as well, as Kev goes for it solo. And he's gonna find nothing more. Coley, he's been spotted out here. He's gonna get spammed upon. Bruiser is a little aware of this, and he's got a supporting teammate to take him out. SP5. And there it is. The plant's gonna go down, and it's a 4v3, where the odds are stacked against FS.
They might be able to pull it off, but the coordination has to be there. Location has been given out, but also ahead. Cortez is going to be picking up a kill, but honestly, on the other side of things, on the attacker side of things, they're getting a lot of kills for themselves, and it's all up to Cortez. But he's not going to be able to pull it off at 54 HP, so he's just going to be chilling it out. He's just going to be waiting it out. He's just going to be waiting with that Phantom in hand. And he doesn't want to be risking it, and honestly, why should he? He has 54 HP, and he knows that 2 players really high on their HP. So this is going to be another round going to the side of OnlyFriends, and like you said, both of these teams, to be honest, at this point, are playing it just by their field. They don't know what's going on. They're waiting for peaks to come in, but they're just coming in at the wrong times. And FS, they're on top of things a little bit, but it's not enough. OnlyFriends, they're using the entire map to their advantage. They're using all 3 sites. They're getting the rounds done, but I think it's kind of a gimmick. What do you think? Like the way that they're going in for instant switcheroos. Yes, they can work for a few rounds, but it's not going to be enough to give that consistency that you need.
Yeah, I just don't understand the fact that these guys are, you know, I mean, there's no real strategy here. It's just, you know, like you look at it, you see what it is over there. Okay, we can make a move here. All right, we're gonna make a move here. It's just a little too, you know, close for comfort kind of plays, which kind of pulled them off. And now they spotted out Coley. Coley's probably gonna get spammed down, but no, he gets one. He's looking for more. He's gonna run away. He's got a player coming his way. Still finds it. He's got Dominic for support. But there's trades going back and forth, and it's down to a 2v2 now, as FS have got B2 still alive, and he's playing on the Cypher. He's under heaven right now. Cortez is right here with him, but they're rotating all the way on the other side, OnlyFriends. This is something that they have absolutely no clue about. As soon as that plant goes down, and they see it, and they hear it, they're gonna have to rotate and find some sort of avenue to work with, because they pushed up towards A. They know it's not A. And they know that the C side has been taken over. It's time for a retake, and now they run.
Yeah, and run they shall. But while running, they might trip up a little bit, because right now the positions are being taken, and it is a long plant. B2 could be doing a lot of damage, depending upon where he's going to be pushing it from, but he's going to be leaving the long area alone. He's going to be pushing in to Garage to help his teammate out, and they're going to be clearing the corners together, which is beautifully being done right now, by the way. And once they clear out the entire side, they know that it's going to be that long entry. Gravity Bell has been put in, but it's not going to be enough. The Hunter's Fury has come out. A desperate last-ditch attempt to get them out. But if he could have gotten that half defuse in, it would have been beautiful. But no, B2 decides to come into that come into that Hunter's Fury as well and get taken down right alongside Cortez. Bad luck for both of them, but yeah, man, that was way too close for comfort.
It was. Now, on the
Ouch.
back of that, it is going to be a eco round that's going to come in for the side of FS. They're going to have to play this a little bit more carefully than they would have expected because the set was a whole different map, and they can't really take it that, easily here. Most definitely, Only Friends are not going to let it be that easy. Now, this pretty much looks like a round for Only Friends. It should be 2-5 at the end of this, but I'm not quite sure whether or not it's gonna work. Let's have a look though. Dominic been spotted out. He's gonna go straight down. Cap takes him. The beast has been taken over. B2 eats a shotgun right to his face. Gonna be Coley to take one in trade. He's looking for more, but he's got a lot of bullets being spammed. B2 finds one even though he's 14 HP. Cortez is still alive as well. Headshot finds one. Cortez gets another. What the hell's happening? Suddenly, Gorang's been left all alone in a 1v3, which is well and bounds ahead of what he would expect it to do, but he still finds two. Oh my god, this is going so close to each other. 5 bullets in the barrel. He's trying to find Gorang, but Gorang's just running circles around with him. And this is it. Gorang, he finds the tapping sound and turns around at the right time. He pulls out the 1v3 somehow. It could have gone wrong in so many ways, but it didn't.
But yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be boiling down to, right? But it didn't. And Go Wrong coming in with that clutch, that was just beautiful. Gets 2 kills with 1 spray down. Honestly, a little too close for comfort again. And if you ask me, there was a little bit of luck involved. Yes, there was skill, but man, the lineup was just there ready for him to get that spray down on. And FS, they shouldn't have been losing out so many players, especially when they came in with such a beautiful retake. But yeah, Garang, he's going to be good for that clutch. And it's always the Astra player that comes out with the clutch, and it's just amazing to watch. Let's see how long they're going to be able to work with those retakes for. Because right now, Only Friends, they're going in for a split push, and they don't care at all anymore. They're not trying to take individual map control. They're just trying to go in split up, and that is not a good idea against FS, because they're going to be taking 1v1 fights, and for FS, it's going to be easy peasy. Patient has already been given out on SP5, and he still doesn't know where it is. Complete view over SP5, and Echa is just going to be coming out of the corner to finish him off, and B2 is just going to be like, yeah, he's right there, I'm pointing right at him, can you just go there and take him out? He's kind of being a pest right now. That's exactly what's going to be happening. 4v4 situation right now, but the C site plant has gone down, and right now the post plant position has to be coming in. Good stuff right now. The retake, this is where it is all going to be going down. Nightjester are going to be good for one amazing flick and an amazing shot over there. But FS, Dominic has a lot to say. Comes in with his ultimate, gets a couple of kills only with his running back. And now he's going to have 100 HP for himself. Cortez, really important shot that he just missed over there. Doesn't have a lot of time. 2v3 situation. It all depends on who's going to be getting the kills. But no, Kevin's going to be getting the first on Dominic, who steps out of the corner for no good reason. Wall might be working out for him. Amazing support by Cortez. And Spike almost gets diffused, and there's nothing that Cortez can do about it, except that, I guess.
Except that, indeed.
Yeah, he took your words a little bit too hard. He's like, you know what? Even in a situation where it's almost impossible, I'm still gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna go round and round.
Yeah, it got so close, though. I thought B2 was gonna stick it. Dominic dying cost them a lot of trouble. He could have probably been the difference maker there. He got 2 kills, and he could have gotten more, but this first half has not really been that kind to FS. And Only Friends are actually doing a pretty good job of trying to play these post-plant positions really well, actually. I love it. It's really good. We can see a map number 3 come in. And for now, FS, they need to make things work if they don't want to let it go that far. At least maybe a 7-5 half or an 8-4 half should be in their prediction books, because if it's not, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, the problems are just keeping breezing on because Cruiser God has come in to help out a little bit of recon dart action over there. And they're getting kills left, right, and center, and B2, he doesn't have the guns to make it work. Tries to make it work, but that's nothing. This is gonna be nada in his book over there. Right now it's only the Astra, which is Coley, who is also being spotted out, and right now it's game over for him. He can't really do anything in this situation. He's just gonna wait for either death, or he's gonna be waiting for them to come into his crosshair. Might pick up a few exit frags, and Knife, you're probably the last person who should be going for that because of that HP. But no, he's going to make it work without Phantom on top of that. And amazing stuff by Only Friends over here, but I still feel like FS is going to be stronger on the attack side of things, considering how attack friendly they are. But over here right now, the way that, only friends are being able to confuse FS and going for an instant rotate and a side take is not something that shouldn't come as a surprise to FS, but they're not being able to counter it.
Yeah, that is true. They are not able to counter it. FS are falling apart a bit. I'm not quite sure why it suddenly happened that they've slacked off like this. But here we go, yet again towards B. Cruiser trying to take the site for himself as that Astra's Cosmic Divide is also available. Dominic has got so many players, but Coley, he got them distracted and he pulls out all 4 of them in front of him. What the hell was that spray down? What just happened there? What?
I mean, obviously this warrants a replay, but man, there was just so many kills in the kill feed going down so quickly, just at once. The entire rush comes in, but FS, they managed to shut them down, bring it down to 1v1, and Cortez comes out, has an operator, has the confidence, goes in and gets that shot. What happened?
I just read this. Edge shot apparently gave 352 damage in one shock dart.
Huh?
Yeah. To 4 players. He gave 4 individual players damage, and it surmounted up to 352.
Talk about a lucky shock dart. Man, that positioning was precise, and they came in and walked right into that. But they cannot be affording mistakes like these, because 3-7 of the scorecard is still not that bad for FS to make a comeback from. Because on the attack side of things, you're going to see a whole different FS, and right now they're not being able to counter Only Friends so far. Their smoke seems to be strong, but the information is not there. A little bit of attempt goes in there, but Cruiser God is going to be turning on and getting a kill. Kev is going to be good for 2 on top of that. Dominic managed to shut down 1 player, but it's not going to be enough. 2v4 situation. That spike plant has already gone down. Good post plant positioning, and Kev's right around the corner to take down B2, and he spotted him out. He's going to be taking him out, and he's waiting for Dominic to come out of his fray, but no, Dominic is going to be good for that kill. Goes in with a flash. Wise choice. Takes out Garong's eyes. But he cannot be going in for that push. Cruiser goes right around the corner with an operator, if I'm not wrong. Rotate has come in. He's waiting for Garong to come in. Beautiful prediction by Dominic over there. But that's unfortunately not going to be enough, because Garong comes out, steps out, and just takes his head clean off.
Yeah. FS, they fall yet again. That B round push was something that they could control. But yet again, they're not able to hold on to these pushes. They're not able to get these defensive lines standing up. FS suddenly I don't know what exactly happened. They've fallen apart on this map of Haven, which is supposed to be theirs, by the way. They can pick up on the attack, but this round is definitely looking like it'll go towards the attackers. 9-3, the curse could settle in for them if they think straight about it. Here we go. That Cypher Chap is gonna just not allow him to come out, and Edshot actually finds the kill. And B2 gets another. Okay, they're making this work with the weapons that they've got. Coley, he's gonna find a third, and suddenly it's working out. SB5 and Garang have been left in a 2v5, where they have no map control, no information, probably just the one that Edshot is in that tight little corner right there. But even he could have moved away. That should be 8-4 now, ladies and gentlemen. At least by the looks of it.
Yeah, 8-4 it is going to be, because 50 seconds is a lot of time for Only Friends to be playing around with, but they cannot be wasting any more. Spray down comes in, and B2 is going to be caught with his pants down as he's trying to get his gun out, and he has no idea what to do. Edshot was there to give him a little bit of backup, but he didn't expect that push to come in. And since it's the last round, the Blaze Storms have been popped, and he's just waiting to get a proper, good, clean kill. Left. And his SB5 and his buddy over there, Garong, trying to get the site in their favor. They could have gone in for a rotate, but FS, they're above that. They know where it's going to happen, but no. He's going to be good for 1 kill anyway. Garong comes in, takes him down. Cortez managed to take him out. Instant trade, but SB5 is going to be good to step out of the corner and get that kill. Right now, Dominic, he has to pull his run it back and get that kill, but it might not work out because the time is going to be running out. And it did. He's going to be going back to where he came from, and his buddy has to be coming in with a little bit of support. Coley, he's going to be putting up his Astral Divide, his Cosmic Divide, and it's not going to be necessary because Dominic is going to be like, yeah, you put up that distraction right there, but I'm going to be taking him down. You do you. You do you. I'm going to be taking him down and getting the 4th round for our team. 8-4 on the scorecards, and a lot of time to work with, and an attack site to just play around with. I feel like FS have got this in their control.
Yeah. It looks like they finally stepped up a little bit with the weapons that they had to make do with. They just, well, went through and they put up whatever they could. 8-4. Still a little down from what we expected from FS, I believe. I think they could have done a lot more better. But now they're on the attack, and it's for them to show how good they can be in the attack on Haven. Because if the side of FS are good at something on Haven, it is the attack. The defense as well, they are good at it, but it looks like the side of OnlyFriends caught them off guard. And now it's for them to try and turn things around here. Comeback in the books. If it's going to work or not, we're going to find out. SP5 gonna get spotted out early on. He needs to move back. Cruiser goes along with him for the support, but here comes a rotation immediately. You can see 4 players are coming in towards here. They've left only one guy, and that's Knife Jester towards C. While the B side is actually far wide open than anybody would expect. No utility even to stop it. They could potentially try to go back as Headshot actually finds the first, and they're running straight in. Kev gets a trade back, but B2 and Cortez are here to make sure that their team don't lose this round. And just like that, Kev's been left all alone in that C side, and he's coming to try and save the round, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Yeah. Not even with how good the classic burst is.
Exactly. I mean, he can, hope to pull off what was pulled off in map number 1, but Knife is still going to be Knife Jester. He cannot pull off like a 1v4. He can still go for it, especially with that low HP. He cannot pull it off. He's still going to give it a shot. Gets a beautiful dink and a kill on Dominic. Going to be going in for a few more. He knows he has nothing to lose. Picks up that ghost. Doesn't have a lot of HP, but he's still hopeful. He's still clearing his corners. He's still doing it beautifully. A little bit of body notification over here. A lot of actually. Tries to go in for that first kill, but B2 is going to be stepping out of the fray to help his teammate out. Takes down Knife Gesture, puts up the 5th round on the board for the side of FS. And that is a really crucial round because that first round going to their favor means they're going to be having Spectres in hands and a little bit more confidence to go in for the latter few rounds. And that is going to be a little bit of a death blow to the side of OnlyFriends because 5-8 on the scorecards, and I'm pretty sure a couple of more rounds are going to be going to the favor of FS. And after that, that's not that bad of a score.
Yeah. It isn't. They've put up 5 and they're looking for a 6 right here as they move towards C and A. They're just holding down lines now. But look at this gamble from the side of OnlyFriends. They are reading this pretty good, actually. The spike is towards A, and it looks like it is going to be a fake for sure. Kev has given away his position as Garage is also being taken over by one of the players of OnlyFriends. And look at this. They're rotating back. They're going to go get the A side all for themselves for free. Or are they actually choosing to go to B? That could be an option. No, they're moving towards A. They're going to just walk right through as, oh boy, OnlyFriends, they're actually pushing up towards mid. Coley's holding this. He knows that there's something going to be coming his way, and he's going to get taken down, actually. Knife Jester. His classic works wonders, and he's going to take him down. And now they have an idea. Finally, they're going towards A. They get the free side. They're going to get the plant. Now they're going to hold off this push coming on the backstab. 3 of them. No, B2. You don't want to take this fight, my friend. You really don't want to take it. And he has support now, and they're looking for it. But Knife Jester is making things work. Shock Dart not going to connect. Cortez gets one, and here we go. 3 versus 3. It's getting as close as possible. Dominic looks in the wrong direction. Now he's giving away a chance. How is this happening? No way did that just happen. What a play by OnlyFriends.
I just want to look at Cruiser God's dash in. Nobody looked at that flank. Nobody looked at that backstab to be coming in. They thought everybody was going to be coming in from A main, from A long, but no. I love how Cruiser God was just there right around the corner, sees his opportunity, knows that nobody's looking, and he doesn't want to waste time. He doesn't want to give away any sound. He goes in with that dash, goes straight up into his face, deletes him, picks up the Spectre, and finishes it all off.
I don't know how Dominic didn't hear that, dude. I mean, he didn't even expect it. He dashed onto his face, and Dominic turned literally half a year later.
Yeah, that happened. That definitely did happen. But those little mistakes are exactly the mistakes that FS cannot be, affording to make right now. Because if they keep doing this, the sites are going to be given away. The round wins are going to be given away just like that to the side of OnlyFriends. And they're managing to do good on their word. They're going in, they're getting their kills. Kev right around the corner, holding down the garage side. A C side push looks to be in the works. Dominic is going to be good for one with that sharp, but he's going to be hippity-hopping away. with a little bit of backup. That Cypher. Coley tries to get one shot, but no, Kevin's gonna be good for that. Look, buy round. B2 managed to get a second. No, that is his first. Comes in, helps his friend out. Couple of kills here and there. Amazingly well done. 2v3. Good economic damage done to them. But they still want to be looking for this win. B2 is sacked down to a really low HP, so they don't want to be risking it. They're taking the safer route through the spawn. They're just clearing corners at this point. They're not looking for a save. They still have a lot of time to work around with. Cruiser God, he's got the right idea. He knows that an A push might come into play. But there are 2 players down on the C side. Nobody's looking at the B side. It's fine. Because I'm pretty sure that that B side push is not going to be coming into play. It's going to be the attackers. It's going to be FSESPORTS taking control of short and long. A lot of sound has been given out. Dominic does not expect that position to be held. Oh no. A chance, a glimmer of hope that was there a few seconds ago has completely vanished. B2 is looking for 1 kill at least, but no, it's not going to be coming down. Cruiser God takes advantage of the low HP on B2 and sprays him right down. 5-10 on the scorecards, and now FSESPORTS universe, they should be worrying because the double digits have been hit.
Yeah, FSESPORTS need to be worried. They need to be a lot more careful, and this is only stepping into really dangerous territory because every time they make a mistake, it's getting closer for them to move towards a third map, which I really don't think they want. 5 to 10. They have to make it back. They have to make it work, and they have to make this one count. Spots out 2 players. That's Cruiser God. He's looking straight dead on. No. Changes what to almost spots out a player. He tags one. No, he doesn't. Here comes Dominic, and he takes his head straight off. Cruiser God goes to hell. And it's gonna be a plant coming down. Dominic, as soon as he gets the plant down, disappears, and his job's done. Here we go. Retake 4v4 as FS have a chance to make things work.
I'm gonna call that a Houdini play. I know I've seen that a million times before, but every time I see it, I love seeing that plant going down just before that run it back runs out. And amazingly well done, but then the plant is gone in. The spray has to be coming out. Garong is gonna be coming out of the spray and taking 1 head. That's gonna be Coley. He has to be good for a few more, and that is a lot of damage being dealt over there by FS. And only friends, but okay. Look at that. Dominic is gonna be good for 2 kills with his hot hands. Okay.
It's a good start. It almost went really awry for them after Garan got that first kill. I really thought that somebody's gonna stick to defuse, but the bullet spray downs came in through, and the hot hands worked perfectly. That's all they needed. That is all they needed. 6 to 10 now, and although the buy is still available for the side of Only Friends, if they lose this round, it's gonna be in the gutter, and then it's gonna be 10 to 7, maybe 10 to 8. Who knows? They need to win this round, FS. This is one of the most crucial rounds for them to try and surmount a comeback. They know that the A side is being guarded now with the operator, so they're gonna tread lightly, but also try and be in their faces if possible, given the chance. Here comes reinforcements. And Jester, though, he finds B2 lurking around, and that's gonna throw things in the mix because in a 4v5, they have nobody to watch their backstabs now. No tripwires and no Cypher. And that's going to cause a problem as they move towards B. FS have a game plan, it seems like, and they might just work on it. Coley's going to be the first one to make it work. He's down to 30 HP, but his smokes are ever so useful. He's going to lay them down, but they actually decide against it. They're moving back yet again over here. Queen, what are FS doing?
That is called an amazing bait and switch. I love how Coley came in and put down a couple of last one stars just to make them believe that it's going to be a B take, but no, instantaneously you went back and they're going in for an A side take yet again. But it's going to be only Dominic pushing in, but that is just a distraction because the rest of the action is probably going to be going down mid or down shard, and here comes the cavalry. FS is going to be coming in to help Dominic out. They're going to get good frags. They got side control properly. Garang sees the hot hands, goes in for that kill, but no. Headshot is going to be coming out of the fray and headshotting his opponent. 1v2 situation could be possible, but no. Knife Tester is going to be going down to headshots. 7-10 on the scorecards already, and here we go. That was a really crucial round, and right now, Only Friends, they don't have a lot of money, and it is going to be probably an 8-10.
It is probably going to be an 8-10. Because now, the side of Only Friends are on an eco. They're going to have to... I mean, they did make their eco work, to be honest, Quinn. That seaside gamble was, you know, a crazy strat which they just went for. And it worked out even when they pushed on the back lines. They came for the backstab, and they got kills after kills after kills. And now they're pushing up towards mid. Look at this. 5-man mid push. 4-man, actually. 4-man mid push with one player holding on to it short as Kev. He's gained a lot of map control, but the C-side's been given away. And B2, he's holding down his level best to try and find something. He's found one. He's given damage to another down to less than 10 HP. And that's all they needed for now. The plant's gone down, so post-plant, time's ticking by. All they need to do is hold on. Hold on for as long as possible because these eco rounds are proving to be a lot more expensive than they would expect.
A little bit of a spray down coming in, but it's not going to be enough to keep them away. Dominic is going to be popping his ultimate, trying to get a little bit of damage done over here. Does a little bit, gets one kill. That's good. Dominic and his aim is super strong right now, and he's having a good time. And then comes the rest of FS to clear out the rest of Only Friends, putting the 8th round onto the board for the side of FS. A little bit of casualty over here because of B2, but then he still held his ground. He kept that flank on. He kept that damage going, and the rest of FS was just enough to get the round for themselves. 8-10 of the scorecards. Universe side is not bad at all, but 2 rounds. It could just switch up in a matter of a few seconds because right now, from the look of things, Only Friends is super strong on the defensive side of things, and they're being able to hold it down. They're coming with flanky playstyles. They're coming with gambles that are really working out for them.
This, I think, is the most important round of this series. If FS win this, they bring it back 10-10.
Yeah.
If they don't, they give away a chance to make a really close comeback. Oh, but look at this, where Cruiser got pushed up. Holding down a really cheeky angle. He's got Kev to support, so there is a crossfire setup here. He has been
wow.
A really interesting place, and the drone doesn't come here. It's going towards mid. That's going to be a little bit of a doopsie. It looks like they're not going towards it. They're not interested in going towards A. But as soon as Kev and Cortez listen to these sound cues going away from them, they're going to be pushing up. Dominic, to be careful. Probably going to find the first kill, but no! It's going to be Kevin Cruiser God's crossfire that works out so well. That's going to find 3. That's all they need. SB5 pushes out and finds Cole. He's sitting in that corner, and he sprays down headshot, exactly knowing where he's going to be. Number 11 for Only Friends, as it looks like we're inching closer towards split.
Man, okay, I know that was a really good round by Only Friends, but can I just talk about the few satisfying moments that I normally have in Valorant? When you get a headshot spray down through that mid wall nest, that is so satisfying. Like, I cannot begin to explain it because you never know who's going to be there. But once you get a confirmed kill on top of that, you're just like, okay, I'm done with Valorant right now. Can I just leave on a good note?
That I have to agree. Getting that spray down is a pretty nice thing.
Yeah.
And now look at the, oh boy, okay, they're going straight in for this. The recon comes a little late, but it's gonna help him. SB5 finds headshot in a really good ultimate. And even though Dominic's got the trade, I still feel the advantage is towards the attackers. Sorry, the defenders.
Yeah.
They've got utility, and SB5's gonna spot out another player here.
I know exactly.
And here comes the neural theft from the attackers, finally to get some information to play off on. SB5 finds 2, make it a 3rd. Oh my god, what? How are Only Friends doing this? They are looking like they want us to take us to split. They definitely want us to want to go to split. 8-12, and hope is starting to dwindle for FS. How did this happen?
Honestly, like it was such a dominating performance on the map of Ascent, where FS, they were just being able to make the right moves at the right time. But clearly the tables have turned, and clearly Only Friends are managing to make it work. 8-12 in the scorecards, which is a way better score line than a 12-1, which was for Only Friends, but they still did manage to get a few rounds. So I feel like Only Friends have got this in the bag considering the amount of teamwork they're putting in, but right now FS, they're angry. They're going in and they're getting the kills. Cortez gets good 1 kill, gets a 2nd tap on Kev. Just a clean blade slicing through the air and slicing his head in half. Okay, that was just aggression, but man, that was beautiful aggression. And right now, it's this that it boils down to. 8-12, Spike Plant has gone down. B2 is going to be on the lurk again, but he's not going to be good for any kills. He is going to be taken down. Knife Gesture is going to be good for another. Dominic gets a kill on Knife. Good trade. Cortez almost misses it out. Cruiser God comes out and takes out Cortez, but right now Cruiser God, he is in dire straits, tries to get a spray down, but it's not going to be working out for him. Gets taken down. It's all up to Garong to come in for that retake. Spike Clan has gone down and the time is ticking. A little bit of information being tried to take and okay, the information is not even necessary because Dominic is just going to be stepping out and he knows that his opponent's right on the corner. Gets that kill, finishes off the round, but it's really tense stuff here right now, Universe, because it's 9-12 and FS, they cannot slip up even once, because if they do, only friends, they're going to go for the jugular.
Yeah, that's true. Now they're fighting for overtime. Buy is out on both sides. The economy is still good enough for the side of Only Friends. And they've also got an operator still running in full power. And it looks like they're going towards a little bit of a C-aggressive stance. Cortez is here along with Edge Shot. And there's Coley as well.
Joke's over.
Now Dominic, Dominic's running in. He's going straight in for this. He wants to kill. He wants to feed it to him as they run straight in. The C-side's control has been taken, but Garang, look at where he's sitting. Cortez has no idea what just happened. How did he lose his teammate?
Oh, no.
But those shock darts are going to be pitch perfect. It looks like this is supposed to be, or at least looking like the end of FS, unless they pull off this A-side work. Cruiser God. Operator, not the most ideal weapons in a retake when you're alone holding down the defensive line. So he's going to wait for his teammates to come in. Dominic is still towards C. He's still all the way back here. And he's going to get caught off guard. Knife out, life out.
Knife out, life out indeed. Garong is going to be picking up that kill and it's already falls down to 3v4. Cruiser has missed his right click, but Knife is there to back him up. He knew that that might happen. Good stuff over there. Headshot is going to be good for one kill, but it's a 2v3 situation right now. The player advantage is there on their hands, but that judge is not going to be working. The shorty's not going to be working for them. Headshot is going to be getting one kill with that Hunter's Fury, but SP5 knows exactly where he is because of that now. Gets that kill, and right now there is no time left for SP5. All he can do is save that gun, and so does B2 want to do that because he doesn't have a lot of health. Their economy, they want to save up as much as possible because 10-12 and super close. I feel like it might be an overtime, but we may never know. Like I said, one slip up, and Only Friends are going to go straight for the jugular, and you're going to be seeing the setter come into play.
Yeah, but that's a problem, Quaint. You look at this round. FS, well, they lost a couple of players, so they're going to have to reinvest, and even their economy is not as good. Whichever team loses this round, if FS loses, it's done and dusted. But if the side of Only Friends lose this round, they're going to be in economical hell. And that should be overtime that we should be looking at right now. Look at the weapons that they're using. There's a judge, and I think I'm smelling something dirty.
Little bit of distraction over there. A lot of audio notification given now, but it all depends on how they're going to be taking the side entry. They have no idea that Cruiser God is holed up on top of boxes waiting for an A-sharp push to come in. A little bit of information given out yet again to Only Friends, and they're going to be using this information as much as possible, and they're not over-aggressing. They're not going in for those kills. They're just trying to whittle their HP down. Coley has taken a little bit, actually a lot of damage, and he can't really do much at this point. And honestly, B2 is not being able to help his teammates out much with those Cypher camps and their strip wires. Helped out in a few situations, but I still feel like he should have gone for his usual Reyna because he's a god at that. But it's okay. The choice has been made, and A side is being gambled upon. C side, there are a couple of players, but right now the executed has to be coming in proper. Cruiser has slipped down. Naughty notification has been given out. Headshot is going to be good for one, but Cruiser God, he's in dire straits. He's in muddy waters. He's going to be taking down by headshot. Vito comes in, gets the kill. Oh, and just like that, it's going to be a complete side takeover. They were just waiting for that coordinated push. They were waiting for that coordinated attack. And now they're going to be extending. They're waiting for those pushes to be coming in. Crossfire has been set up. Knife Jester's location has been given out. And he's there along with his buddy. So if they can predict this coming along, this should be a done and dusted deal for them. But they know that their economy is low. They know they cannot be risking it. Like you said, the next round is going to be a hard eco for the side of Only Friends. And that is the exact advantage that FSESPORTS were looking for.
Yeah, they want to hunt them down. They don't want to let them save their weapons. And that's exactly the mentality they should be going in with. The hunt is coming in. 2 players on front of them, 2 players behind them. There is a crossfire set up. It should be trades going back, but even FS can't really afford to lose weapons right now. But they are going to. Knife Jester takes out 2. I don't think that they're gonna have anything more to say. They're gonna let them save those 2 weapons, and that's how the cookie crumbles. Last round, ladies and gentlemen, of this second map. I have no idea how you're gonna consider the fact that there is a buy for the side of OnlyFans, but still a little bit barring. There's half armor on Kev. Sorry, OnlyFans. There is half armor on Kev. There is a Spectre on Cruiser. They are pushing up towards A. They spot on one. Edge shot actually goes down to 21 HP. And now that's a problem almost immediately put in the hands of FS. They need to be careful, because if they lose edge shot, they lose a lot of utility value in terms of information, which they definitely don't want. Coley peeks out, walks straight past Garang, and that's going to cause a smoke to come into that place. First off, things really slow and carefully as Kev actually pushes up. He's got a player, and B2 takes him down. And he even knows that Cruiser God's here, and that ultimate's going to give it away. He dashes, and this looks like a really upturned round for the side of OnlyFriends. Towards A are going 4 stars, and they move straight in. Cruiser God's gonna have to find this kill, and he will. Oh my god, what the hell's happening? 4v4, it's going back and forth right now. Knife Jester still holding down the fort towards C, and he probably will find a kill. He finds information, no kill for him, and they dash right in. They're going for this, they need this kill. Knife Jester, he throws them into a mix. It's gonna be a problem. His shoulders come out. He's found one, but Cortez is gonna trade him off. He's looking for another. Cortez not gonna get it. Shock Dart's too good. 2 versus 3, too much chaotic plays going back and forth, but Cortez, cool as a cucumber, finds a kill, but his teammate's gonna go out, and it's up to him now. Cortez, no time left. He knows Garage the place where this guy's coming from. Cruiser, gonna be up to him. He dashes, but he knows it's a fake. They're fighting off on just the Jet versus Jet, and it's gonna be the side of OnlyFriends to take it to the map of split. 13 to 11, closer than it could have ever gotten. And we're gonna be seeing a third map coming up, ladies and gentlemen.
Too easy.
Okay. My heart is pumping right now, and I did not expect that. Let's just look at this instant replay a little slower. There was so much chaos over there. Shock darts coming in, there were kills coming in, and it was all down to this 1v1 situation. And honestly, the bullets were not there in the hands of Cortez, and he didn't want to risk it. He didn't want to give out the audio, but honestly, it wasn't enough. Cortez tried his best. He whittled it down to a 1v1, but what more can you do when you don't have information on OnlyFriends? And that is exactly what they worked with, and then it came in with a clutch situation. So close to going into an overtime, but OnlyFriends, they escaped by a hair's width. So that is not a comfortable situation to be in. And if you're going to be finding yourself in that situation again, I don't think it's going to be looking good for OnlyFriends at all, especially for the third map.
We're gonna have a look at the match highlights just to see how exactly it all turned out, because I for sure believe that FS definitely had a chance to pull this one through, but I really don't know what the hell happened to them in their own map. A map that I'm pretty sure that I expected them to win another, maybe a dominating victory, but OnlyFriends did such a good job on their first half. They pulled it out 8-4, and they continued on that. And in the end, they did give away a couple of rounds. It was 12-8 when they let it come back down to 12-11, but it was just one kill that they needed to settle things down finally, and it happened. But from the beginning itself, it looked like FSESPORTS. As soon as I think that the win of Haven kind of got to their head. They said, "Okay, guys, this is gonna be an easy game."
Yeah.
And OnlyFriends came and said, "No, that's not happening."
Literally, there's not a word more than they said. They just came in and they were like, you know what, that's not happening. And yeah, they proved themselves right. That did not happen. They came into the clutch situation. They came in without round win. But man, I'm not really sure what happened to FS there. But when you're gonna be an aggressive team, when you're gonna be going in for a lot of aggression like this, like, can you look at the kill feed there? It looks like a deathmatch at this point, and I'm not sure why it's looking like that. But that's the thing. FSESPORTS, they've got what it takes, but when they were going for their aggression, they were not clearing out the corners that they should have been, and that is what cost them a lot. There were so many times where B2 was just relying too much on his tripwires, he was relying too much on his camera information, that he just failed to notice what is right under his nose.
Yeah, that is true. FS did pull back a fight. I think that they kind of slipped into a little bit of a comfort zone, which gave away these rounds. They reached 12. It came down to the point where they had to try and fight for overtime in every single round. And that's exactly why we're going to see map of Split now.
Hmm.
And I think that, on split, I think it's going to be really unpredictable
Yeah,
because I have no idea
I agree.
how these two teams play on split, whether there's going to be a KO involved, whether there's going to be, we see breach coming in from either of these sides, whether we see, I don't know, a double controller, double initiator, and a duelist, one single duelist setup, or a double duelist setup, a raise maybe with a jet, a Reyna. I have no clue what these guys play on this map because I don't think I've seen them that much on this, very rarely, to be honest. And looking at the scoreboard, you can see it's actually the side of FSESports who have a dominant showing in terms of the first. Kills are there everywhere, right? But
Yeah.
it's Dominic who's on top of the kill board. He's got 22. And everybody else is falling up at 17, 16, 15, and 11. On the other side of things, it's a team effort. You can see 17, 19, 19, 18, 19. Only friends, everybody carried their weight. Everybody did the work that they were supposed to do,
Yeah.
and they came out on top.
Exactly. And honestly, I know that Cypher is a really good pick for the map of Haven, but considering how B2 plays, I feel like he would have been better off, if at all he wanted to go for a Sentinel. I feel like he would have been better off with the Killjoy, but not really sure why he always likes to play the Cypher on the map of Haven. Every time that I've seen FS on Haven, whether they were playing other tag of Fangs or they were playing on the tag of FS, it's always B2 playing that Cypher, and I like a good Cypher play, but B2, he's just better on other characters like Reyna, like Killjoy, and I hope that that is something they're going to be correcting. But man, that is enough about map 2, and the map 3 is what we're all waiting for, but we're going to have to wait just a little bit longer because me and Universe are going to be going on a short break just to refresh ourselves, get a few cans of Red Bull. You saw the QR code just passing by. Go grab yourselves a few cans of Red Bull as well, and we will be right back.
from the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear presents Tec Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Crucial, apparel partner 656, and accessories partner Cosmic Byte. It's been a really interesting and enigmatic 2 matches that we've seen so far. The first one being a dominant victory of sorts that we did not expect from FS, and they completely dominated the side of Only Friends on Ascent with a 13-3 victory. But on their own map pick, Only Friends somehow pull out the victory of 13-11, which... again, something we did not expect, hence enigmatic. But now we go to split. So, Quaint, I have absolutely no idea at this point who's going to win this. What do you think?
Okay, I'm just gonna be pulling this old page out of our book. It's always the gauntlet curse that hits. Like the first map, whichever map it may be, like somehow if it goes to the team that didn't pick the map, the second map always goes to the other team. I don't know how this happens, but it always happens in Gauntlet. But that speculation on who's going to be winning out on Split is going to have to hold for a little bit because the agent selection screen is up. We're going to be going right into that to see what characters these guys are going to be playing with. Headshot off the bat, he's going to be going for that Killjoy pick. And honestly, B2, I've seen him play the Cypher, I've seen him play a Sage, but I really feel like he does the best work, the most, chef's kiss worthy sort of work when he's on that Reyna. And no matter which map, I feel like you can pull off a good Reyna. Just as everybody goes in for that Jet insta-lock, I feel like the Reyna should be a pretty good, choice for an insta-lock as well. Because those flashes are something that you can use so beautifully. And if you know how to use them, which B2 does, you can pull off wonders. And Jet, yes, you have your mobility, but you don't have your flashes. You have a few brief spurts of smokes, and that's not going to be enough. So, in my opinion, at least, B2 is always going to be better on the Reyna. But on the other side of things, Only Friends, they're going to be going in for a Reyna themselves. SB5 has picked up a Reyna. Knife Jester has gone in for a KJ. Kev is looking to go for that Raze, which on the map of Split, I'm not really sure about. I've seen a lot of people playing it, but still not sure about it. Garang is going to be going for that ye old Sage pickup, and Cruiser is looking to pick up that Astron. There you go. It's going to be a lock-in. Coley, however, has picked up a KO, and I don't think I've seen Coley play a KO before, so this is going to be an interesting one, Universe.
Yeah, it most certainly is. There is going to be, I think this is probably the first match that we're going to see that has no Jet in either team.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Raze on either side. It's going to be a Reyna on one with the Raze. It's going to be double duelist on the side of Only Friends, while it is a single duelist on the side of FS. Now, to consider this in a much different manner is that there is no initiator on the side of Only Friends. Now, that could be a problem because KO on Split is a really, really good pick according to me. So let's move to the game first as we talk about this a little bit more. I think KO is a character, an agent that with his skill set is really useful on a small map like the Split, just because his grenade, it has a huge diameter. His ultimate has a huge diameter. His knives can be used to detain as well as find huge chunks of information in terms of map control. So I think it's a good pick. We've seen EXO play with it pretty much every single time they pick Split. It's their map now almost. But yeah, let's see how it goes down as the side of FS are defending for the last time in this series on Split, and they are going to be facing the attack coming towards B straight on in this pistol.
Yep, and there comes a Lear to get a little bit of entry, and the entry has been taken, but the Power's position is still occupied by FS. They're going to be trying to break down the wall to get the site back. No, good push coming in from Only Friends there. Coley tries to go in for a pot shot, does match a land, a dink over there, but it's not going to be enough to kill the person at least, but it's going to be enough to do a lot of damage. They now have Sages on their teams, and now it's going to be making things a little bit spicier because you're going to find heals coming out at the wrong time at the most unexpected times. But just like that, Only Friends have gotten complete control, and FS are finding it a little bit hard to take it back, and I don't think they're going to be able to. A lot of players have been lost already, and there we go, Kev. Kev has activated himself that Raze, and he's embodied it right now. He's feeling it, and he's landing his shots.
He is, and that's a good start for the side of Only Friends. They would want to make a statement early on and maybe find, you know, this sort of a dominant play themselves. Maybe finish it off with a dominating, you know, score, which was fed to them in the first map. They could, you know, have settled in. You know, it took them maybe three maps to get into their game, and now it looks like they might just have. They're moving in towards mid. They've got a grenade waiting coming their way, which is going to be coming in any second now, and there it is. Going to give a bit of damage, but it's not going to amount to anything. B2 is taken down as soon as that push comes in towards B Heaven, and Dominic sitting in that tight corner. One headshot, not going to be good enough for anybody.
Let's see which headshots are going to be raining rampant right now, because Cruiser God, he's on a roll. He's going to get a couple of kills for himself, but he can't really say much because it's an eco round for FS, and there's only so much he can do. Coley goes in for a Hail Mary sort of play over there. Tries to take down at least one player, but that shorty is not going to be singing right now, and he's not going to be able to get any kills. Second round has also gone into the favor of Only Friends, and they seem to be doing really, really good on the attack side of things, just based off the first two rounds. And this is exactly what we were talking about, right? We have no idea as to how these teams play on this particular map. Now, we've seen FS play before, but it's not enough data. And you really have to be considering the strategies of both sides of things, of both teams, to be making a fair assumption. And since we don't have a lot of data on Only Friends, we didn't have a lot to go on. But to me, just off of the first two rounds, it seems to me like they got it in the bag.
A heavy A push could be something that maybe works out for them in the short range fights, because they're, oh boy, look at this interesting approach. B2, he gets one, Cortez finds another, and this push has been completely nullified. I love this strategy from the side of Only Friends, but it's been completely torn apart. They read it and they fought it, and they're gonna turn it down. They say, no thank you, we would not like this item from the menu.
Last player
Yeah, they
standing.
literally just went thank you
Spike
next,
down
and
A.
there you go. There's the next one. Coley is going to be picking up the kill and go wrong.
How did
It's all up
Manchester
to
get here?
Manchester. Yeah, exactly. He came in with a B push.
How the hell
that
did he get
rotate
here?
came in. Exactly. When that rotate came in, he just took that teensy window of opportunity come to defender spawn. But now his location has been given out and a lot of HP too. 10 HP. And that Molly's probably going to be doing a little bit of damage. Oh, sorry, my flash. That flash is going to be doing a damage. And it did. It blinded him completely.
You know what I love? That flash, it made no sound apart from the fact that it touched the walls. Like, you know, it was just like, tick, tick, tick. Like,
And pop flashes.
That is
Yes,
so-
Valorant, let's go.
that is such a... I want to say cute. I want to say it's a cute flash. Because it's just like, you know, just like...
The few things before your death. I mean, that's how you make it not cute. True.
Yeah,
But-
I mean...
But it honestly was like bells ringing before your death came in. Kind of like a cute sound, but it's basically like if the Grim Reaper had like that Tinker sort of bell.
Well, let's see if the Grim Reaper is gonna be showing up in this round again. Holy, it was him the last time. This time it could be somebody else. Kev is gonna be the charge leading up front over here for his team. With the raise, the utility being thrown out on either side, the grenades being exchanged. No damage being done though. Just a little bit onto SB5, but he's still good enough for him being the Reyna. Research God. 2 stars left.
Blocking vision.
He's taken one to put down onto B Heaven to get that smoke off, but he's been spotted out. And now they know that this is definitely going to be a fake of sorts. As FS prepare for an A push.
A little bit of information has been given out here and there, but their reload is going to give a little bit of audio cue, but that smoke is going to be holding them off for a little bit longer. That kind of came off as an anti-smoke. Kev comes in, takes down B2, but an instant trade coming in by Dominic. Knives Jester chimes in, and so does Dominic yet again. 3v3 situation, there are equal trades going off on the area that the plant is not even going to be going down on. Go wrong, along with SB5, have made their way into A site to put down the spike. And right now it's all up for the retake, but there's a cheeky little astral flank down there in vent. If Cruiser God can pop out at the right time, he could be dishing out a lot of damage. But it all boils down to who's going to be peeking first, right? Who's going to be getting the first information? Headshot. He's got the initiative. He's got Dominic by his side. He's got another player, 3 players who are going to be pushing down the elbow area. 1 kill is going to be going down to go wrong, but Dominic is going to come in with an instant trade down. Cruiser got on that tower's position, managed to dink out Cortez. And honestly, that is going to be helping SB5 to take both of them down. Beautiful third round in the favor of Only Friends. And I would like to say that this is a little bit of an attacker side of the map, just considering the amount of narrow spaces that you have to go and get entry for. And you really have to rely on your smokes and your flashes to get entry. And from the looks of things, Only Friends are doing a pretty decent job. But FS, they're not being able to counter it, which shouldn't be that hard for them.
I mean, avenues are pretty interesting for attackers, I have to agree. I think they have more flexibility to play with, but pretty much on every map. Split is a map where you need to make sure that you win your short-range fights. And sometimes the shotguns come to play in here. Many times, actually. And it works out. But here we go. Here's a long-range bad boy coming in. And Coley's gonna have nothing to say about it. As the showstopper takes down his life. And it's gonna be FS losing out a player. And they're looking to lose out too. No, it's gonna be a third. Fourth. And just like that, they drop dead one by one. A flawless round. Wow. The side of Only Friends have really woken up now.
Yeah. And on top of that, the utilities being thrown out are enough to put FS off balance. And that really shouldn't be happening, and this goes to show that Split is not one of their best maps.
I don't look comfortable at all. It looks like the side with the KO is finding it a little bit difficult, no matter them having the initiator. And now look at this A push. They're all holding back, expecting a KO knife to come in, and it is definitely going to come in. Smart read by them, and immediately they get shut down. Headshot sees 5 players in front of him, and I would have seen his whole life flash in front of him. SP5 takes Coley straight down through the smoke, and although he takes a bit of damage, he's gonna be healed up by his teammate. And Cortez lingering around in this heaven smoke is just waiting for an opportunity to maybe find a free kill. And he will actually find Garang before he gets taken down. As Knife Jester is holding down the backstab, and he go, okay, stepped away for a second over there, Knife Jester.
He actually did. He literally just slipped away. I was like, okay, hold up, there's this guy on my screen. Goes out, takes him down. Dominic tries to get a few pot shots at Knife Jester, but he's not going to be able to connect any. Well, down to really low HP. Knife Jester gave it his all, but Kev came in for his backup. Takes him right down, puts up the 5th round on the board, and right now it looks to me like Only Friends is coming up with a clean sweep. And if only they can keep this momentum going up in the defensive side of things, I don't think it's looking good for FS at all.
2-1. This is exactly what the scoreline was in Ascent, by the way. It was, the only thing was it was on the other side. That's
yeah.
it. This is exactly the scoreline. And now, FS, they are eating exactly what they fed. And it indeed is a bitter medicine, I believe. You would ask them, they tell you. Trying to get back into this game, but it's just not working out for them. 1 is all they found towards A. Information is just that there's 1 player, but they could be expecting more. That's exactly why you can see them being so passive. Holy's all the way towards his spawn almost as SB5 runs in with his teammates.
There.
Looks like an A-side hit is inevitable.
It is indeed. Coley spots out 1 player, but he spotted out 2. Leers are going to be coming in. Paint Chills are going to be coming in, but in spite of all that, he's going to be able to be good for 1 kill, but that's not going to be enough. Okay, Knife Jester, he overextended just a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, it was SB5 who overextended a little bit, went into vents to get a free kill, but now 2 people facing him down with the barrels of their guns. Obviously, it's not a good sign for them. Oh, Cortez's location has been given out to go around, but it would be a good bait if B2 can read into this, but no, he has no idea that he's right around the corner. Cortez gets a trade, but it's not going to be enough. He's trying to wait out that. Oh, wow. Knife Sister is literally trying to wait out that showstopper, which is a good move, but it's not going to be enough. Headshot is going to be coming out. He knows exactly where Knife Jester is, and it's going to be taken down. Then the defenders, just like that, they've won 2-5 on the scorecards, and they're getting to know Only Friends a little bit more. They're realizing that their pushes are super aggressive, and they are going to get the sights with their executes no matter what. So the wiser choice would be for FS to fall back, wait for that push to come in and come with a retake. And once they come with a retake, they're kind of put into the attacker's seat per se, right? Because you have to go in for that retake. You have to pull off your own executes to take your side back. And now you have all the utilities you need to pull it off. And that's a wise choice by FS. But this aggression is not something that's going to work out for you. Kev and SB5 are going to be good for 2 kills. B2 is going to be getting 1 trade and 1 trade only, but he still has his ultimate. He still can raise 1 player from the dead, but so can Only Friend. And there you go. Moran is going to be raising SB5. It's just like that. It's a 3v5 situation in Universe.
It indeed is. It could be a 4v5 if even the defense try to go for their revive, but I don't think their players are in opportunistic positions. Knife Jester takes down 1 as Dominic comes in for the trade, but SB5's quick right behind his teammate to take care of it as Kev. His positioning is perfect. Finds the last person coming in from the Wentz, and he is gonna be holding down. Honestly, I think that I'm pretty sure that even FS feeling this. Honestly, Only Friends are really annoying to play against.
I agree, but I want your take on it. Like, what made you say that?
I think if you know, every time there's always somebody who comes in for the most late flank. It's like he comes after 3 years, right? Somebody's holding down mid, or they're traveling up towards B when the rest of the team is at A. It's just, it's really annoying. There's always a team that, does that. And pretty much every team does that, but I think it's a little bit more on the side of Only Friends that they expect that to work a lot more. I think they thrive on those backstabs. It works out for them, but right now they're heading straight in towards A. And look at that, 4 players on A, and there's 1 guy still holding on towards mid.
Tower's control also has been given away, Universe. Yeesh, the flank has come in and they're getting their shots. FS are being able to answer back a little bit. They managed to equate out the playing field. It's a 2-2 situation, and the flank is going to be coming out from FS. Now, what Only Friends don't know is where they're going to be coming out from. They know that there might be a push coming out from main, but it's not a proper, confirmed situation. They just had to wait it out, wait for that push to come in. And Dominic and V2 over here, they have to time it perfectly if they want to go in for that retake.
Now they know there's 2 players towards main, and they could expect the third as well. Here comes the ultimate, as there are a lot of utilities being dropped into this site. Oh boy, it's up to Gurung, but he does not get the kill, and Dominic finds Kev's head as well. And with 2 ultimates committed into this round, it's gonna be a third for FS as they try to make something out of nothing now. And that Thrifty is gonna be proving to be a lot more useful than a buy round for sure. 6-3. They've salvaged a bit. They need to salvage a bit more.
Indeed. Your economy is not the tightest of deals, but it's decent enough to carry them over through for a few more rounds. They've got a decent amount of money, but they cannot be losing out a couple more rounds, because if that's going to be happening, only Prince are going to be catching up, because their economy, it seems to be a little bit better. They've got their stuff figured out, and they know what they have to do to take the sites. The only problem they have right now is the retakes coming from FS, and if that is going to be good enough, then they can't be holding back Only Friends. But look at this rush coming in from the side of Only Friends over into B side. Good prediction by FS over there to fall back. Dominic is going to be good for 2 kills, comes out of the fray, tries to get a third, but no, Coley is going to be stepping out instead and taking 2 kills for himself. It's all down to that Astra Cruiser God who's lost control of the spike. He's lost control of the situation, but he still has a gun in his hand. He still has hope. He's trying to get 1 kill at least, but no. V2 steps out of his hiding spot, and he's going to be getting that kill. 4-6 on the scorecards, and right now FSESPORTS, they've gotten a fair bit of idea as to how Only Friends functions, and they know they had to fall back when those utilities are coming in. Because no matter how good of a team you could be, right, you have to be falling back at times. You have to be falling back when those executes are coming in. And so many utilities are thrown at your screen. The paint shells are coming in doing damage. The gravity wells are coming in, pulling you in. Then you have your smokes. You have everything coming towards you. You have to be falling back.
Yeah, indeed. Now they have made their way towards mid. Only Friends, they've got a lot of control of mid, except for the B Heaven, which is walled off, by the way. So they're going to be looking to go towards that Went position, breaking the wall, trying to give off some cues that they look to come here. And they're actually going towards B, okay. They wall off Went, so that's going to completely cover off 1 rotational point for themselves as well as the opponents. They're slowed down. Everything's just a standstill as soon as the slower burn down. And 4 versus 2 on this Heaven right now. 1 player's down on the side, which could be a problem. Coley, he needs to be the hero, needs to find a kill. There's 1 still in the smoke, and SP5 is going to find the guy in the smoke. As Dominic gets 1 towards the main, and Knife Gesture has been taken out. They run straight in the side, and he's going to be popping the Empress. Here we go. This is getting interesting. Cruiser God gets 1. Coley finds 1 himself, but that's all it's going to be. The B side has been taken over. Cortez comes in for the rescue, but he's a little bit too late because Kev repositions himself. That's going to be a 2 versus 1. Headshot. You have the ultimate. Are you going to be tempted to use it? Or do you want to save it for the last round? He peeks out Goring, and he's going to just take him out straight up. He wants to go for the revive? No, he's going to hold it off, and that's going to be a couple of ultimates available in the last round of the half. And who's going to be using what? We're going to have to find out.
That was Garang just doing a little bit of a Hawaiian dance just to celebrate their victories. 4-7 is something that you have to be celebrating, to be honest. And, man, FS, they're boiling it down to the last few players. They have to wait for the rotates. If you're not going to be waiting for the rotates, I know you're a really good team, but you cannot be risking it all to 1v1s. And if you're going to be doing that, Only Friends are going to be clapping back. They're going to be answering back their bullets, and their bullets aren't counting. They're getting their kills down. And that is exactly FS's problem right now. They have to hold back. And this has always been their problem. They're a bit too over-aggressive sometimes. Sometimes it works out for them, sometimes it doesn't. And right now, it doesn't seem to be working out in their favor. They've got a good setup on B towers over there. B2 is right around the corner. Gets taken down. Dominic is going to be taken out. Nice. There's like a lot of kills going down on the field right now. And just like that, it's a 2v3 situation with Only Friends having the player disadvantage. Cruiser God is all the way around on the other side, trying to take control of A towers. Gets proper control, but he cannot be holding on to that for too long. Garang has come in with the spike, and they might be going in for a double rotate. Wise choice by them and something that FS was not going to be able to predict. But no, it's been walled off by themselves and now they have to give out audio cue. But it's still fine because there's a lot of time left for them. Wall's going to be going down without any bullets fired. They're going to be taking A towers control. Good switcheroo here. FS has no idea the towers is being taken control of. Once they realize that, they have to fight till it back. Dominic has an idea, gets information, is going to be giving the call outs. The Astral Stars to be put down. They have been. Side control is going to be taken, Universe, and there's nothing that FS can do to stop them.
Indeed. It's going to be Coley coming on the backstab. He's got 2 players of his team who are coming in from the defender side spawn, and they're going to be putting down the ultimate to try and make this work as they try to run back. Those satchels might just do the work. Oh my god, it did! And that goes to hell. Kev finds a kill. What a beautiful flick onto Coley. Coley, how did you miss that? That was not supposed to happen, my friend.
Well divided.
FS are clearly finding it much harder on the map of Split, and there you go. Dominic is going to be going down anytime right now. Even if he managed to find 1 kill, she's not going to be able to. The crossfire is going to be coming in from the side of Only Friends, and 4-8. This is exactly what we saw in the last map too. But when it was 4-8, it was not looking good for FS then too. And right now it's the same case, and I feel like history is going to repeat itself. And it might be a 13-12. It might be a 13-11.
Four to 8. Another second half where FS need to really put in the work, really grind their way through here. Otherwise, it's just going to be a lot more difficult for them. They need this pistol for the most of other things. This pistol is what's going to find them the opening. The opening they need is looking like it's going to come towards A. Moving straight in FS. And they're going in towards Heaven, so they're trying to take the same approach as what earlier on Only Friends did. That's a lot of map control that they've gained already, except for the site itself. And it looks like they're actually going towards the spawn site. They want to go a complete ring around the roses. Cortez jumps out, finds Kev. And now it's up to Knife Gesture to make things work. He's looking at one player jumping, but he finds another in his peripheral vision. And that's about what you would expect. Another amazing round executed by FS in a pistol. Didn't look like it was going to happen, but SP5 here, he's going to try and say some words about it. Finds one. Looking for more. All 4 players are here, by the way. And all 4 players are just going to take down everybody coming their way. Dominic finds a 3rd of the round. As that shot clears up the last one, and FS are repeating what just happened on the last map.
Yes, they are 5-8 on the scorecards, and they are trying to make a comeback, but you remember how it went down on the last map as well. They got a few rounds for themselves, but Only Friends, they managed to eke out those few rounds that they needed to get into that match point, and they kept it there. And just before it went into overtime, got those few crucial rounds that they needed. And if that is going to be happening right now, FS, they cannot be losing out any more rounds, because whatever round they're going to be losing out right now, Only Friends are going to be capitalizing on. And that is going to be more money in their pockets and more confidence in their favor. Well, let's see if they're going to be able to pull this particular round off, because FS, they've got their shotguns, and that is a really risky force by Knife. He knows that somebody has just popped behind him. But FS, they're going to be getting the 2 extra kills. 1 kill has gone in from the side of Only Friends, but it's only 1 kill and 1 kill only. 3v4 situation that the spike can be planted. Bruiser God, he doesn't have the guns to work with. He did not go in for that invest this time. Headshot finds a kill on Kev. 2v4 situation, and it's the Sage and the Astra teaming up, going in for the retake with guns that are not going to be favoring them.
Host plant set up perfectly, and this being an eco is just gonna make them to go for some exit kills, and it looks like B2 is not gonna allow them to get even those, as FS find number 6 and respectively as well, as you would expect them to. 8-6 now, and it's getting closer. It's on Only Friends now to try and establish that 4-round lead yet again, because they felt more comfortable with it, and every time it starts getting closer, they feel this nervousness. I can see this nervousness that comes about in the air for them, that they feel that they're going to get overtaken. It's not necessarily a good thing. Because under pressure, as well as you can perform, it's always better not to be in it.
Exactly. And pressure is something that FS sometimes tend to fail upon. And right now, they're being able to calm their nerves. They're getting the rounds, but it's 6-8. And anytime right now, only friends could be pulling off a major switcheroo and getting the rounds for themselves. Kev, trying to get a little bit of information with that boombot, gets what he needs, and puts in that paint shell to tag Cortez out a little bit. But Cortez just amazingly smooth with his movement. The satchels, just satchels out of there. They're still going to be holding on to that area, which has been blocked out by that wall. But Garang, you're going a little too over aggressive, and he's going to get taken down by Headshot with a Spectre. And this is exactly the opportunity they needed, and they're going to be capitalizing on that. Cortez gets a kill and a free gun on top of that. He manages to pick that up and give it back to his teammate, to his buddy over there, but he wants to stick with that Judge, and I feel like he's going to be doing a lot of damage. B2 is cleared on the corner, went back at the right time, making SB5 lose his shots. What a stroke of luck over there for B2, to be honest. He nearly escaped death. Night Gesture is going to be good for 1 kill, but that's 1 kill only. Coley around the map gets a kill, and it's all down to Cruiser God to go for the retake. Their money is not looking tight, and Cruiser God knows that the next round could be a potential threat to their economy, so he has to be taking it slow. He has to be taking it smooth. He has to get those kills if he wants any money, but it's been blocked off and he cannot go there. He should be going for that save right now. What do you think? He should be going for that save.
Okay, Cruiser, 1 exit frag. That's all you're going to find right now, and he runs straight away towards B. I really did not expect this. I really thought that somehow they would come out on top of this, only friends, but this round was really well executed. On the kills at the right places. They found the advantage. 8-7. It's probably going to be 8-8 on the back of this coin, because there's an eco that's going to be coming up now for the side of Only Friends, and it's not going to look pretty.
At all. I completely agree. And every map has that one side that is favored by every team. That is completely true. But it somehow always ends up being whichever side like starts becoming the advantage for whichever team. That just becomes the momentum for both of the teams. And right now it looks to me like attacker sided is how this map is going to be played out, because it was Only Friends to be setting that momentum, and FS are continuing that momentum on the attacker side. And look at that, there is 1 free kill that has gone over to the side of Only Friends, but not without a clap app. 2 instantaneous frags, and there's an even playing ground still. Universe would go to anyone's favor. It all depends upon who's going to be going for that rotates. SB5 has been healed up and he's ready to go, raring for some action. Foley trying to get a little bit of information with that knife. None is going to be given out, but that means that information has been given out to them. They know that A lobby, A main is still being held down. Rams is still being tightly held down and shut down by SB5 with the Stinger, so anybody pushing into that is going to be facing certain death. It all depends upon the timing right now, Universe. Foley, he's slowly inching towards SB5, and he manages to connect the shot. Pulls it down to a 2v3. FS, again, seem to be in the driver's seat. Coley good for a 3k. And Cruiser God, he's left alone all the way on the side of B. Once A side is cleared out, Spike Plant is going to be going in. And Cruiser God, he has nothing to say about it.
Okay, Dominic.
30 seconds
He's going to be
left.
putting down the stars, and Cruiser God's yet again left alone with the same Vandal that he saved in the last round. He's looking to save it again. I should think so, because he's been spotted out. They now know exactly where he is. Coming in from main. Plan's definitely going to go down, and now he's looking at 2 different directions, maybe 3 now. 1 taken down, but it's 2 more, and those 2 are good enough for him. It's going to be 8-8. It was a close enough round. I think the eco worked in terms of giving a little bit of economical damage, but FS have won 4 in a row, so I don't think economy is a problem right now for them. Look at it. They've got a full buy for another 2 rounds at the max, and they're going to be completely A-okay with losing it as well. But I'm pretty sure they're looking to win this, as this is also a map that's going neck and neck, just like the last one. It was 8-4, but they've given away the lead. It's come down to 0 now. No lead, no difference between these 2 teams, as Only Friends yet again slip. And if they slip in this round, that's going to mean another 2-round advantage for the side of FS.
Well, I'm not really sure why FS lost out a lot of rounds on the defensive side of things, because they had a good thing going on, but they were overextending a little bit. On the attack side, they're, you know, working with what they've worked with best, which is aggression. It's working out for them. Look at that. Coley going to be coming in with the crossfire with his buddy over there. One player is going to be taken down, but he's going to be good for 2 to keep things fresh. BB4 situation and FS, they've decided to go in for a B plant, and it was all a scam. It was all a bait for only friends to just bite on, and they bit on it hard. Thought it was going to be an A take, but no, instead of that, it's going to be a B take. The spike line has gone out, and now FS, all they have to do is chill out and wait it out until the wall is broken, and they're going to be coming in with that push.
Okay, what have you got? FS, you got 4 players alive, and they have the advantage, and it looks like they're going to be counting on it. As the Coley, he's peeking on both ends and he's trying to bait them out. As Dominic finds one, finds a second, and Coley to come out and find his third. As Only Friends have lost another round, and it's gonna be FS to take the lead in this series for the first time in Split. And my word, this is so frustrating. I'm pretty sure it's getting a lot more, you know, frustrating for the side of Only Friends, because now FS are reading them so well. On the defensive side, there's no backstabs that can come in during times. There's nobody that can, you know, make that difference of holding down the rotations. And that's something that's throwing them off clearly.
Yeah. And on top of that, it's clearly a 10-8 score. I mean, it's going to be a hard eco right now. They don't have the economy to go in for a buy. They have sheriffs in their hands and knives, but those are not jets, blaze storms. You cannot be throwing it at, you know, FS Esports. So it's not going to be counting for much. Cruiser God does have a Spectre in his hands, but he has to be falling back because the push is coming in from FS. Utilities are on point. The smokes have blocked off. A little bit of vision from them, but Cruiser God is going to be going in a little aggressive. Is going to be good for 1 kill, but Coley is going to be shutting him down. Sees behind, sees him right there, takes him down. And now I feel like it might be a little bit of a switcheroo, but location has been given out, and Kev goes in for that alarm pod, but he knows he has no other opportunity. He has to go in. He tries to get a kill, but no, FS is going to be shutting him down, and B2 is going to be raising his friend from the dead. Cortez is going to be coming back. And it's a 2v5 situation that with just sheriffs, Only Friends, they just cannot win it out.
Yeah, they most certainly can't. They tried their best to get some sort of damage, but only damage that they've given is in terms of HP, which is less than 150. And it's just up to Knife Jester now to try and salvage something. Maybe get a kill, a consolation at this point. But in a couple of seconds, he's going to have someone swinging this corner and taking him down. Maybe he can find one if somebody, you know, Headshot chooses to peek out. He's half HP. But I don't think anybody's planning on doing it. Knife Jester, you're going to have to go through with the spike or with some of the bullets that they're going to spray as well, my friend. Because you saving the Spectre is going to mean of no use. And as soon as they know where he is, they're just going to run away.
He didn't see that coming.
Now they're waiting. Look at that, look at that. There are 3 people, 4 people, all 5 of them waiting for him to peek out. But he's not going to, because he just wants to die to the spike. And they're surviving with an inch of their lives.
Beautifully predicted by FS over there. And Knife Sister, honestly, at that point, he wanted 1 free kill. He really thought that somebody was going to be going down that area. But he forgot that Coley's playing a KO, and he has Knives for giving him information.
Indeed.
Yeah, and that is going to be the death of them, man. 10-8, like I said. And 10-8 is not a pretty place to be in, because a couple more rounds and match point is going to be there. And once FS hits that match point scoreline, they can chill out a little bit. But Only Friends, they have to come up with a Hail Mary strategy, or FS is not going to be stopped.
Yep, that is true. Okay, moving in towards mid. The wall is gonna not let them get up to their usual aggression that they've done. 10-8. This is a really important round for side of Only Friends. They win this, they still have a chance at somehow making things work. They lose this, it's gonna be match point that'll come up on the back of it, because nobody has money. Nobody. Literally, they're on 0 creds, 4 of them. Only SB5 has 250, and that's nothing. And on the other side of things, FS, well, they've got the World Bank under their keys, and it looks like it's gonna be a big fight towards the vent region. 1-for-1 trade comes in. Here we go. Oh no, that's such bad timing. B2 looks in the wrong direction. It's gonna take it away from him. And now they're moving towards B. Immediate reaction coming through the astral divide, the cosmic divide. As Life Jester and Co think this is a fake, actually. They don't really buy this, but the plan's gonna go down anyway. As SP5's covered a lot of ground, and they now know it's not a definitely. And here they go. They're aware of the fact that somebody could be pushing in, and in this 4v3 situation, they've got a Killjoy ultimate available to them, and there it is. As soon as I say it, here we go. It's gonna get a lot more interesting now. Who's gonna be holding down this line? Because two of them are actually going towards mid here, Queen. And that could prove to be a little bit fatal, considering the fact that there's only one guy, and that's Headshot, holding down this situation. But his Nano Swarms are gonna help him for a bit. And here they go. Oh boy, the flash coming down. Coley, he's rotating all the way towards his own, towards the attacker's defender spawn. They're coming in. They're letting the defuse stick. No, the time's gone far too much. There's nobody sticking it. It's gonna be 11, and FS have pulled off the unthinkable.
Oh, can we just slow down and look at this beautiful replay right here? FS had kept OnlyFriends for so long on their toes that they completely forgot about a quick flank coming in from FS. And man, that flank was just so properly timed. The flashes were there right on point, and Coley came in clutch with that last 2 kills. Okay, FS is finally back in the driver's seat. They've completely read through OnlyFriends, and OnlyFriends gimmicks are not going to be working on them anymore. Basically, OnlyFriends' only option right now is their only strategy. What they do is they go in with a Hail Mary play. Literally, they go in with their utility. They put whatever flashes they can. They go in together to get as many kills. But what FS has to be doing is to be falling back, and they are like doing exactly that. And honestly, OnlyFriends are not being able to cope with that. But okay, Cruiser God is going to be getting a couple of kills for himself with one beautiful spray down. Amazing luck, and honestly a little bit of a letdown for the side of FS. Cruiser God is going to be good for that third kill also. Picks up a 4K. Goes in for that ace on top of that. Cruiser God coming with those plays. This is something that he's going to be keeping in for a long time, but still, we cannot be getting too happy too quick. It's 11-9 on the scorecards. FS have a lot of money on their hands. They can't afford to lose out a few rounds. They did lose out one. They should be having enough for another round if they lose it out, but I don't really think that they want to be doing that. They want to be going in for that match point and then chilling a little bit. After that, OnlyFriends, they haven't even hit the double digits.
This should be the step towards it, though. But the thing is that FS, well, they've got another buy straight up, completely kitted out. And even if they lose this one, they're still going to have a buy. So they're completely in a green zone right now, which they are going to be comfortably playing out of. Kev trying to challenge them towards mid on top of that Sage Wall. It's a risky play considering that there could be more than one player peeking his position, but he's still going for it. He finally gets a little bit of a warning. He gets healed up, but he has no shields anymore, so that means he's vulnerable to just 3 bullets. FS, they're slowing things down. They're feeling the water at this point, and they want to see where they can actually move in. As the B side looking a place of contention right now.
Indeed. And once they figure out that B side is the one that they shouldn't be hitting because there are 3 players from the side of OnlyFriends over there, they're going to feel the heat from the water. They're going to realize that that is something that they have to be pushing out of. But no, instead of that, the Killjoy lockdown is going to be coming in clutch. But no, SB5, he still isn't buying it. He's waiting for that flank to be coming in. Gets 1 good kill, gets a second, dismisses out. Dice should get the third, but no, Cortez, he's going to be getting that kill. And he's not wasting any time. He goes straight into sight to go for that plan. Boombot there to protect his back. But now the flank has to be coming in from the side of FS, or they're not going to be able to make it. Asselchar over there, Gravity Well, just to slow down Cortez a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. Flanks are coming in left and right. Nobody knows where anybody is. Headshot has no idea that there are 2 players on towers. Gets 1 good kill, but he has no idea Cruiser God is around there. If he manages to get this kill, it is going to be good for him, but no, he's not going to be able to get that. He's going to get taken down right away. 1v2 situation as Coley's going to be good for a 2k. Gets the... Okay, that is a 2k, but then he gets that kill, and he secures the 12th round for his teammates. A 12-9 scorecard. And right now they have nothing, and absolutely nothing to worry about.
I mean, absolutely nothing, because you never know how exactly they can pull out rounds. We saw it just happen one round ago, right? So you really can't count them out yet. But yeah, I have to agree with you that this is I would say it's a 95 to 5% chance
Yeah.
against each other,
Yeah. Completely.
right? Where the buy on one side is absolutely gobsmacked, on the other, it's as good as it can be.
Yeah. See, so just based off of what we're seeing right now, it should be a surefire win for FS. But if they slip up at any point, those sheriffs, you know how good they can sing.
I'm pretty sure that I know it, and I'm pretty sure that the players of FS know it as well. And that's exactly why they're giving them a little bit of respect. They're playing it slow, as they have been all game so far. Just to clear out every single close corner, expecting a shotgun, if at all any. As they move in towards all 5 players here, by the way. And 3 players of Only Friends are here as well. Rotations are coming in. This is it, Coin. This probably could be it. It's gonna be a 5v5 fight down to the end, as FS, they're taking control of every single part of the map they can towards A. They've wasted the utility of their opponents, and now they swing. They know there's a rifle, and they're gonna go down twice.
Down A.
This could be a problem. Oh no, the revive comes in, and that's gonna cause so much damage. And now they move all the way back towards B, where there is one
30
player waiting
seconds
for them,
left.
by the way. And Headshot is holding on so that he can cut off rotations himself.
It's gonna be good for
Here we go.
one. Yep, and this is basically it. Cortez goes in
that's
with a
it.
really risky
Over.
play. Satchel's in, and
It's
Knife
over.
Gesture, yeah, it's pretty much over. Knife Gesture, there's only so much you can do with a fast-moving object, and a
Spike
UFO,
planted.
if you will, is gonna be flying towards you with plasma guns just locked in onto your head. Right now, Headshot, he's at prime location, sees Cruiser, and just
Win.
takes his head clean off. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the 13th round for the side of FS. And kudos for Only Friends for putting up such a good fight. Because they did manage to put up a good fight, especially on the map of Haven, which is something we were not expecting. But I still feel like FS, they had a little to be desired on the second map, and that is what Only Friends took an advantage of. But right now, FS, they did not want to cut any slack to Only Friends at all, especially towards the end. Once they got the attacker seat, they just went straight at it and they sent it.
Yep, indeed. That's exactly what happened. They finished this off in a much better note than they started off with. So that's going to give FS a little bit of a breathing room as they put up number 3 on the board, as their victory counts keep going up, ladies and gentlemen. After the first map, I thought this is going to be a 2-0. After the second, I thought, I'm a little confused at this point, but the third seals the deal for everybody, as we have seen a climactic end for this match. As we go to the match highlights, to just have a look at what exactly transpired throughout everything. To consider the fact that FS have come back from 8 to 4. They almost did in the previous map as well. It came down to 13 to 11, but here they made sure that they made it 8 to 8, and they went 10 to 8. They went 11 to 8. They went 11 to 9. But after that, no more rounds were given away. It was going to be the end of it, as FS pull out a beautiful victory, and they go on top of the table.
They indeed do, but I mean, they've still got competition up there, and I love the fact that Only Friends, they did manage to get off one map at least, so that's going to be giving them 1 point at least, a little bit, motivation, a little bit more juice to keep them themselves alive, and that scorecard is going to be showing that soon. But man, the performance that they put up right now, I had high hopes for Only Friends because they were showing us a lot. But FS, towards the end, they stopped cutting any slack. They stopped not checking corners. They came with proper sync. It was a little chaotic at times, but they managed to make it count. And Only Friends, they could not cope with the entire brute force that FS was coming in with, and it basically boiled down to that. Towards the beginning, FS was seen slipping up a little bit, especially on the defensive side of things, because they weren't sure of how to be playing this out. They weren't being able to understand how Only Friends are playing, and it was purely a book straight out of the FS's playbook. It was Only Friends coming in with just aggression and aggression only, with really good executes, and that was the only thing they were playing around with. That is something that FS should have seen coming, and they should have fallen back at the right times, because once a good execute comes in, right, you cannot be stopping them. You have to be going in for the retakes, which is why FS could still get a few rounds on the defensive side of things, but on the attack, they completely sent it.
Yeah, I have to agree. On the attack, FSESports looked really formidable, and they made sure that they, take their entire force and they put it on to Only Friends in a last stretch because they knew this is going to be a tough one for sure. Split is something that both these teams have not really played as much, and they came out with their own version of the KO lineup, and it worked for them. Just having one raise in the mix up, and I think this was the moment that sealed the deal. As soon
Yeah.
as Cortez saw that revive coming in, that was going to be it. And
Yeah,
if you
that
look at
was, yep, that was exactly gonna be it. And honestly, my heart stopped there for a second when I saw that Sage arrive coming into the wrong time. We had no clue at all that it was gonna be coming in. But look at this. This is what we have to be talking about because Kev, he's up there on OnlyFriends, but it's the same again. There's equal amount of effort being put in by everybody. And the only problem here is Garang not being able to like live up to that entire scorecard. But that is completely fine because he came in with so many clutch plays. He came in and had those impact frags, like you like to say, and that is what matters. That is what is worth it. And he had the heals on time. He had the rise on point. Only towards the end did he slip up a little bit, but he had no idea. He panicked a little bit, and you're supposed to be keeping your cool, especially when you're going up against FS Esports, because a little bit of panic from your side, and they're going to be attacking straight for the jugular. And on the side of FS Esports, you have Cortez with 19 kills. And on top of that, you have Coley with 21 kills, and he embodies that KO. Still feel like he's amazing on the arena, but he really played off a really good KO. And then we have Dominic, who apparently can not only play a mean Phoenix, but also can play a mean Astra, because 17 kills on an Astra is no joke at all. And I'm honestly expecting to see him in the player spotlight later on too.
Yep. And as we look at the overarching storyline now, it is done and dusted. It's a sealed deal, ladies and gentlemen. FS have won this one out in a interesting fashion, giving away their own map pick and finishing with the decider as they're going to be taking a win. And the group standings are going to be shaping up to be a little bit more interesting now, as Velocity are going to be losing out their top spot. And it is going to be a whole different matter because FS on top is something that I'm pretty sure nobody expected in the start of the season. But they made their way over there by themselves, and they're going to have a great time looking at it. Let's have a look at the group standings. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that after this, they're going to rest easy. Their eyes are going to rest easy, as are their bodies, because they need to take a break, and they deserve that break because
Yeah.
FS, they've done a pretty great job.
Yeah, true. And I mean, you know that Velocity is going to be up there always. 3 wins, 0 losses, and they're having a clean slate right now. Hopefully that is not going to be broken anytime soon, and I feel like they're still going to be maintaining that top spot. But I hope that FS Esports, they're going to be celebrating their victory and the fact that they've got their up on top, because you kind of have to celebrate that, man. And at the same time, I still want to say kudos to OnlyFriends because they put up a really good show, and they're there with Weird Esports and Salt Esports, and they're pretty much on the same level. And you know how you have that sieve, and then you just put your sand through it to like put out the finer particles down there, and this is exactly how the group standings is shaping up to be. You have exactly what you expected, except for Reckoning Esports, who seems to be having a little bit of trouble with their roster changes. I'm not really sure what's going wrong there, but I hope they're going to be coming back from them from that. But it's a teensy bit too late because it's 0-3 on their scorecards. And that is not a nice score at all, because everybody else have gotten at least 1 win, and Reckoning Esports is the only one with 0. And it's going to be a hard story to tell, because Sasquatch, I don't think they're going to be letting go of their position anytime soon, and they're looking to get up into that 6th slot, and that's pretty much the end of it all. Reckoning Esports, I don't think they're going to be able to make it.
Yeah, I think that this has been a great start for them. They've had 3 wins. They even pulled off a map off of Velocity. Excuse me, FS has been a great team this season, and we're looking forward to more of this as we are reaching the halfway mark of the Tec Gauntlet Season 3, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a hell of a game today for both of these teams, and it had been a hell of a game between EXO and Seoul earlier on today as well. And there's going to be a lot more coming like this, so we hope you enjoy what we provide you with the action of Valorant. So hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell icon, so every time there's matches like these coming up, we have it for you first served on your screens, and you get to watch it and enjoy your favorite players go at it against each other. You have been watching the LG Ultragear TC Gauntlet Season 3, powered by Crucial, apparel partner 656, and accessories partner Cosmic Byte. To find out how many offers we've got for you, all you got to do down is scroll down and move to the description down below. Find every single deal that we have for you, and you can upgrade your PC to a much better level and maybe play with the pros in the next season. Who knows? The TC Gauntlet is open for everybody. So make sure you check out all the deals below, get yourself some upgrades. Also, while you're at it, get yourself some Red Bull. When the QR code pops up, it's all for you to get yourself energized and get those wings, because, well, there's no other better, energy drink that gets you the wings like Red Bull does, right? As I know it, Quaid knows it for sure. And we're going to take our leave now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a great night, and I hope you have a great night further on as well. Happy gaming, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.